Okay, so my co-host is fucking terrible. So you're gonna see me on screen first here. We're gonna get going with our little timer. We officially start the show in 10 minutes. So just rock out with us while we get rolling here. All right. This is the usual rundown. We do a little pre-show, a pre-10-minute counter. This way we could do a little bit of promo and a little bit of housekeeping while we get going. Try to share around the episode a little bit. All right, we'll get started in less than 10 minutes, but we'll keep that up for now just so you know everyone understands what's going on. We're gonna be bringing on, I believe, BK rapper Queen Blizzy, T Blizzy in a minute to talk about one of her songs that caught my eye the other day. We'll be getting going soon. Hope everyone's going good out there. I'm gonna record a little quick IG video while we're getting rolling. Maybe it'd be good if we have the timer moving.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
get the timer cracking.
We'll hop it forward a little bit because we're going to get started a little earlier than that. All right. But I'm going to make a quick reels on IG real quick just to promote the show. Try to get a couple people going from that angle. Oh, shit. You can now create reels longer than 60 seconds?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That's some bullshit. All right. We about to go live on YouTube right now. Matter of fact, we're live on YouTube already. The show starts in about 5-6 minutes. All right. We're going to set the show off with obviously talk about this Joe Rogan situation, the whole N-word controversy. All right. Get Joe Rogan off the air. Cancel Joe Rogan. Get him out of here. He's basically David Duke. We're going to be bringing on rapper at T Blizzy on Instagram. Ty Blizzy, pardon me. Ty Blizzy, Queen Blizzy to talk about her track, Fuck Out, Sharpton, and much more.
Yes. Yes.
Just throw a couple little words on there live now. Who we got? We got a couple people up in here right now. Who's in the chat currently? We got my man. Oh, my man Corey. This is my man right here that rescued my fucking cat from the tree. Remember I was telling you about the cat almost died?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who rescued the cat from the tree.
Nice.
We getting going with the podcast in a minute, bro. We officially start the show in about, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. We just share around the show, do a little promo real quick.
No doubt.
And then we're gonna get going. So stick around. We got a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of satire, a lot of comedy, a lot of real talk, etc. You know?
Hell yeah.
So let me just get this up on. Let me get this reels up real quick. Joe Rogan. Oh, we're gonna get Queen Blizzy in right off rip then, because she got a boogie, so we're gonna get her in soon. So this way we can get her out the door as soon as possible, because she has a previous engagement. So let me just shoot this reels up real quick. We'll actually ask her opinion on all these situations, you know, whatever she feels. I respect it. And and then we'll get going. Then we'll get going with the fuckery. Might as well get Queen Blizzy up in this bitch right now. I don't think she got her camera on though.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
All right.
Let's see what we got. Queen, you hear us? All right, I don't think she's all set up yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove her until I see that she got her camera on and the mic on and all that good shit. And then we'll bring her in.
Blow this screen up over here.
You know what? We might as well just fuck the timer right now. Get going a little quicker today. We're gonna
What up, Corey? What up, bro?
We're gonna basically get the viewers we get anyway right off rip. And then we'll just do a little extra promo once the show is over. Or maybe we'll take a little time doing some promo, you know, in the middle of the show for 5 minutes real quick. See if we can pull a couple extra people in.
We're live in space, man. We're on Twitter space, too.
Let me check something right now real quick. Blizzy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I didn't see the video, so I wasn't sure if you were definitely there. What's good?
What's up, Queen?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pop it on. I'm in the car, but everything's all good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So the way we connected with you the other day is I was looking for some I was going through this whole, you know, Joe Rogan situation, you know, this whole N-word controversy that's going on and everything. And I was looking, I seen Al Sharpton put out a video talking about, you know, he has to do more this, that, than just that. And then, you know, me being who I am, I know how a lot of black people actually feel about Al Sharpton. So
Definitely,
I started looking up shit, you know, black people saying fuck Al Sharpton, you know what I mean? and I came across your video, you know what I mean? So let's we got to get you out pretty quick because I know you got something to do. So we'll play a little bit from your song right now.
Okay.
And then we'll defecate
all right, yeah,
all
definitely.
over.
That's that joint right there, fuck Al Sharpton. And if you see, we got some protest footage. So we actually are activists too. So I'm an organizer for a lot of protests and stuff that we do. So yeah, we get into the joint. I guess we chop it up after you play it.
So let me ask you a question. What's your opinion on, like, obviously I know you're big in the activist community, and I fuck with a lot of people that are and have done what I can over the years. Are you directly connected and a fan of BLM directly, or just the message of BLM but not necessarily the organization?
Okay, so when the movement sparked off, I want to say about 2014, 2015, that slogan just sort of came with it. And they kind of grouped everybody in that slogan.
Yes.
I have met some individuals from Black Lives Matter. They have previously organized with some grassroots organizations, as well as myself. But we are not a part of that actual organization. You know, some of them have done some dope work. I know throughout the whole mix, you know, some other hands have come into play. It's not unusual for things like that to happen in our movement, just throughout history. You know, people step in and money is involved and things like that. So we definitely stay grassroots, and all of the funding that we get is from the community or activists. We don't take payouts from politicians or anyone who would want us to stick to their agenda because we're taking their money. And that's one of the reasons that we don't work with people like Al Sharpton. Not to be very clear, because some people just assume that, you know, he's doing the work of what the community needs. We definitely are acknowledging that racism exists and that there is systematic racism. But I'm also acknowledging that he actually plays both sides. In the past and even currently, he has worked with the police department. So it would be like an oxymoron for him to actually try to do anything to dismantle the injustices. With him, it's more about like payouts and getting a settlement. It appears, you know, what he's saying sounds good, but his actions is a different thing. So he definitely, and it's a little unfortunate that most people don't really zoom in and pay attention to the dynamics of the movement prior to anything happening to themselves or a family member. So when these incidents happen, they're a little impressed with his ability to show up and foot the bill for charismatic services, lawyers, different things of that nature. And that's how he gets a lot of people. And me and some comrades, especially within the last couple of years, have been talking about that even more in depth. Because obviously we've known his background and what he's been doing, but we actually start to put a microscope on it with, for example, if a tragedy happened today and he shows up with bells on, and we show up, which one are you really gonna go to? The guy who's gonna pay for everything and give you a lawyer and slap you on TV the next day, or are you gonna get with the grassroots folks and actually listen to the message? You know, so that's a little bit.
You're actually doing the work. You're doing the work. You're not doing it for optics. You're not doing it for you know clickbait. You're actually in the neighborhoods doing the actual, you know, brick and mortar work, which is what's the name of your organization if you want to shout them out? Like before we go forward, because I know you gotta go quick. Shout out your organization everywhere. Anybody can follow you.
our main organization is the Legacy Eric Garner Left Behind. You can follow that on Instagram, and you can like the page on Facebook. So this organization is founded around Eric Garner's youngest child, who is now 7 years old, Legacy Garner.
Nice.
And we use her to lead the youth. So that's what she's being raised to pass on the torch of, is to have the youth of the movement. And in this aspect, they'll know a little early on and be a little bit more knowledgeable than a lot of us were when these incidents are taking place.
Yeah,
so it is our hopes that they won't fall for people like that. If you think about
snake oil salesman.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like a Nancy Grace. You know what I mean?
Al Sharpton. Yeah. He's like the black man.
He shows up, he collects his check, and then everybody still is in pain, and there's still real folks out there doing what they're doing. You know what I mean?
You see the same people showing up. You see the same lawyers showing up. It's the same pony show. And then it's just like, if you've been doing this for over 60 years, you would think that if you were sincere, that you would have a different attitude about it. Like, who would keep failing this much at the same thing and not be in an uproar about it? It's always put in a nice manner when he shows up, so.
Yes.
I'm from Staten Island. I'm actually from Staten Island too, so. Yeah, so
you know what? Definitely follow the page, and maybe you want to come out on July 17th. We usually come out every year on July 17th. I mean, from the day that it happened, we made it an annual thing, and then throughout the year, we do other programs in the community and in other areas. Last year, each year we get bigger. So last year we had a food truck out there. We had a mobile car protest where we were in cars and went down and did the protest that way. And what happened is that some of his people showed up, and they were offended by a sign we had that said something like "No Al Sharpton" or "Al Sharpton equals 0 indictments." It was some signs like that.
Yeah.
And so
they were upset about that. Eric Garner's people were upset about that.
No, we were we were with Eric Garner's youngest daughter, and then her mother, Drew Miller. So
but no, that was Al Sharpton's people.
Oh, you say Al Sharpton's people were on that bullshit. Oh, fuck out of here.
Yes. So different family members work with different people. As far as ourselves, Jewel and Legacy, we work with strictly grassroots people. So there are other family members that do work with Al Sharpton, but yes, his organization came and was upset about that. And another thing that we didn't like was that we put a lot of hard work into it every year. And they kind of just showed up and did like a video to the news as if everything that was in place, they had anything to do with it. So that we didn't like that either.
Yeah, that sounds like something he would do too. That sounds like something his bitch ass would do too.
And Al's bankroll and all that. He's probably got people like that in every city because you're stepping on his toes. He looks at it like, you know what I mean? You're taking money out of his pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's
that's his lane or some shit.
That's his lane. This is what I do.
But it's like you said, though, you know what I mean? It's almost like the same thing with like a Joe Biden situation. Like if you've been doing the same shit for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years and you're not making impacts, and most of your impacts are negative.
You think about this, right? You think about it this way. When he came up, because I do believe he started off as a grassroots activist. I think somewhere along the way he got derailed. But there were many of other powerful activists who has not made it. They've been assassinated in the midst of doing the work.
Especially back in the day. You know what I mean?
But he's the last one standing. He's the last one standing though.
Yeah.
And he's been known to snitch on activists like Assata Shakur. And it's like, once you work with the police, you kind of always work with them. And what was your involvement in helping them even dissect the movement in the first place? Because if you're doing this today, what were you doing back then? You know, why is everyone else assassinated and it's just you and Jesse Jackson left, and you guys are here to muffle anything strong that's being said. Like, I can understand if people had some people may want to take a Martin Luther King approach, some people may want to be more like a Malcolm X, but it's like he doesn't
I think a mixture. I think a mixture.
Yeah,
I think a mixture.
He doesn't respect it though.
You
know, like he won't like he won't respect anybody saying something unapologetic. He's totally will stamp on that message.
What about isn't Reverend what's my man my other man that came out the same time as Sharpton?
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson. Yeah. Is he still?
Yeah.
Is that's his game too? Huh?
I think he's more. I think Jesse Jackson. I think off jump he came out with more of a political mind frame and like lane. So I don't think it's as surprising that that's his lane. Whereas, like you said, Al Sharpton came out
a couple of years ago, the activists, I believe in Ferguson, shut him down when he showed up, and that's what we've been pushing to do. Is that start shutting these people down when they show up as if they're speaking for the community. You know, we have to start letting because it's like they use the publicity of it, so the rest of the world and everybody who's not out in the streets with their boots on the ground are under the impression that all of this noise that we were making is also in connection with him, or that he is the the leader of that because of his resume. We're looking at his resume. Yeah, we're looking at his resume and thinking it's not good. Yeah, it's terrible.
There is no community on earth, whether it's a small community, a large community, no matter what it is, religion, skin color, that can ever have one voice. That never works. You know what I mean? That the problem with this country currently is every angle is being assigned a voice, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Black, Chinese, this, that, and that's why we're having such problems in this country right now, is because it's all identity politics and side picking, and you got dudes like Joe Rogan that he might not have shouldn't have said the word ever, even if it was in context, and this, that, but he's known to be like a real peaceful, inclusive fucking dude, and he's getting fucking electrified on the chair right now. Meanwhile, you got real racists walking around hiding,
I think I feel like both of it is racist. So there's different levels to it. So my thing is
that's true.
As a white person, although we may say the word is being used this way or that way, with the insensitive, it'll be insensitive around that subject to ever think that it would be okay to use the word and use it in a manner that will make this group of people uncomfortable, no matter what internal issues we may have with the word. There's a lot of damage done there.
I agree.
And it's like no matter how we slice it, these are things that were done, and we can never erase it or try to overlook it, especially with it never being totally rectified. Because this has left us traumatized as a culture, which is something that a lot of people do not want to point out. They'll rather point out that if somebody went to war and they were shell shocked, they may be able to pass that shell shock on to their offspring. That's how serious that is. So how can if we can address that, then why aren't we addressing the trauma that Black people have in America? Because we have decades of it. It's like once we get off of one thing, there was another thing coming. So it's not more of a complaint.
If it wasn't slavery, it's Jim Crow. If it's not Jim Crow, it's redlining. If it's not redlining, it's the first war on drugs. If it's not the first war on drugs, it's the second war on drugs. All these things have to be recognized and
but it's not
rectified to some degree. Without overcorrection and without calling things racist when they're not, because that's just as dangerous to a degree too. We got to focus on actually racist, and we got to focus on solutions. Right, that's the key. I think.
My thinking is that I don't really see people randomly calling someone racist. Maybe I've overlooked something, but for most cases, I'm seeing someone has actually done something or said something, and
on Twitter there's a lot of
that's to be taken lightly.
There's a lot of lumping. There's a lot of lumping that happens. There's a lot of this is the thing,
and
right?
another
It's like,
thing too is that some white people don't even realize how they are racist. They'll say, I'm not racist, I do this or I do that, or like for example, how we handle with our movement, we have people that are allies that are white people, but they're very specific to their role.
Yeah,
they are not speaking for us. They're not in the front representing us in our movement. It's just different things like that, you know, and they're not looking to be glorified.
Listen, whatever way you handle it should be respected. I feel like as long as you're not overtly going out of your way to hurt people, whatever way you handle your situation, and if it's defensive at times when you have to fucking be offensive, I think that's understandable within these situations, because you know, there's no doubt that a lot of things have not been fully rectified. You know, there's also no doubt that you know, it's a hard, right? It's a fine line. It's like things have went on for so long, right? So you want overnight shit, right? You want to say, let's do this now.
Oh no, this
and
it's like how patient. This has been many a night. You know, this has been many a night. So at this point, it's like it's time. And enough is enough. So this is not an overnight thing. This has been many moves.
The process.
But I also, when I'm talking to either black people that say their white friends are not racist, or even white people that say they're not racist, I'll also point this out. A lot of people can support because it's convenient, but sometimes when you dig under those layers, and if some of these people realize, okay, I actually have to give something up, like my white privilege, because when I go and do my research, I'll find out that my family heritage was actually built off of slavery or anything of that nature. That sort of changes the conversation, you know, when it's time to research where did the wealth come from, where you know, land, homes that was supposed to 40 acres and a mule.
40 acres and a mule, of course, where it was actually given in some cases. In some cases, it was given and actually taken back. It was actually taken back in some cases where people were given land and it was actually taken back. So
if a white person says, okay, I support this movement, right? Now let's just hypothetically say, now you find out that, you know, this is what your heritage was, you know, your family directly got their wealth from. Would you be willing to give that up? You know, because there's
if my family, like, all right, see, that's the thing. See, now that's where I think there's the strongest point to be made for actual like monetary reparations immediate is the companies. Like, that's a great point, and I haven't heard a lot. I've heard people say it, but I haven't heard a lot of people pinpoint that, and that's a really good place to pinpoint. Like, if your company was around since fucking 1700s and literally, you know what I mean, built your fucking empire on fucking slavery, that's where you should start as far as pinpointing, as far as like, you know, mandating.
Who was making all the shirts out of cotton back then?
Who was
hello?
Whoever that company was that was before the cotton gin or before the, you know what I mean? Like, that company, it surely has to exist, because I mean, those companies, you know, there's only a few companies. I'm sure those companies dominated back then.
If you think of it, a lot of us, especially people whose family are coming directly from the South, we've never been paid for the labor. So we never actually had our wealth that we were supposed to start off with. We always started off on an uneven playing ground, to where others who benefit off of slavery, they were able to start off with more of a head start as far as money is concerned.
No, there's no doubt. The main problem, right? I mean, everybody that is actually educated on these issues and doesn't like, you know, see, because if me and you had like a real deal debate about it, there'll definitely be situations where we won't agree, and we'll be able to talk about it. Maybe we'll do like a social commentary episode one day where we focus on that shit. You know what I mean? And really, you know, because that's the key. The key to shit actually getting where it needs to be fully at some point is people who don't disagree talking more, don't agree all the time, talking more.
Well,
right?
You know what makes that a little sensitive? What makes it a little sensitive is that you will be looking at it from an unsensitive standpoint. Naturally, you can try to be sensitive towards it, but there is no way that you can possibly truly identify with the issues that I'm talking about. And then at that point, how do we end up debating that it's almost like
well, because you debate, because what you debate is you debate how you debate, you take everything and you unpack it, right? Because there are a lot of things that, like, at face value could scare either side of a conversation, right? If you don't unpack it step by step, right? And as you unpack things step by step, that's how you can open people's eyes more. And blanket statements is what scares people and keeps people divided, right? So when
but
I
to
say
me,
debate, when I
for
say
me,
debate, I don't mean you're on the side, I'm on the side. I just mean
yeah,
open conversation. You know what I mean?
open
Open
dialogue, yeah.
conversation. Yeah, where there's no cornball shit. There's no fucking, oh, I'm offended, I'm sensitive from me or you. We just talking, we chopping it up. And that's how
Yeah,
you
because
actually, you know,
that
get.
that becomes a sensitive thing because most black people, it would feel weird
Yo,
to
this dude
say,
Tyrone,
no,
is
look,
Tyrone one of your
it,
dudes?
This shit's cracker. Those comments are
Tyrone is
cracking me up.
hilarious. Whoever the fuck Tyrone is, bro.
I don't know. He's coming from fucking 18 angles. And he's making me laugh
He's not
like a
playing.
motherfucker.
My boy's not playing. He
I
got
don't
me
know.
crying. My bad. I think that's one of your people's, and he's funny as fuck. But go ahead, my bad.
so yeah, it's like that it needs to be identified exactly who we're talking to, and at the same time that we research our history, I think if any white person wants to sit down with us and have this conversation, it should also be their history researched and what perspective they're coming from, because
I
we do
agree.
have some white people that helped in the Underground Railroad, but then we
Yeah.
had some that were the opposite. And if
What's my man's name? Rob. What's that guy's name? Rob Brown. What's his name? That white dude that helped with a lot of different shit over the years. It's Rob something.
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
But
You're stupid as fuck.
if you're coming
Forgot his name.
from a heritage of the opposite, then it's kind of like, why should we have to sit down and debate or discuss and build anything? It's like another slap in the face, you know? So I think it also depends
I
on
could
where
see
it's
it.
coming from.
I can see you see it that way. My whole thing is, in order to bridge divides, right? Because the bottom line is we are still in a country that's super fucking white, right? So it's better if we could get more white people to understand things.
And that's where we get to pacifying and trying to over explain ourselves. There's enough information out there for them to get the point. Do the research and acknowledge that something needs to be done. But I think what needs to be done needs to be discussed amongst black people, and we need to come to the table and say,
that's your opinion.
This is what we're demanding. I don't think that the victims have to speak and sit down with descendants of those who victimized them and have a nice conversation on what should be done.
Not everyone is descendants, though. You know, that's
So
another
that's
thing
why
to be
I
realized.
said,
And not
that's
all
why I
black
pointed
people are
on-
descendants of slaves either. There's a lot of black people who
but
didn't
that's why
come
I
from
pointed-
American slavery that
But it didn't
also
have to
get
be.
too involved.
It didn't have to be here, but it took place somewhere else, and that's a
Yeah.
bigger part of another issue because it's all attached. It's the same thing, but the boat stopped in different places. So this is a big thing that went on, and I think that it needs to be handled when it's coming from a certain place with mittens. And I did acknowledge that whoever's sitting down having these conversations, it does need to be researched. What was their history?
Of course.
And with that, accountability can start to take place.
No, I don't disagree with your overall premise and where you're going. I disagree with, but listen, I know a lot of I'm very good friends with a lot of super militant black people. You know what I mean? So I get
because
the thought
that's just
process
like
fully.
that's just
You know
like
what I mean?
if someone was raped or anything like that, and they'll have to sit down and talk with people like, oh, you know. It's like,
but there is a way that you do have to differentiate between an actual rapist and a physical rape victim. And like, there's a lot of white people who had zero connection with anything that they might still be responsible in some genetic way if you want to like look back far enough, but they shouldn't be held responsible.
No, but their position in society, they are reaping the fruits of that labor.
For a lot of white people,
whether they signed up for it or not.
For a lot of white people,
they have different positions.
White privilege is true in cases, and it's true in many situations, but it's not a blanket either. It's another thing that's not a blanket, because I had a harder life than 95% of the black people I know, but I also do know that there's a little bit of white privilege in certain situations that I was in, right? So I can, acknowledge that the existence of it without it being something that we could just blanket over all of white society as well.
And another thing that I don't ever want to get a black person to be in a position of thinking they have to over explain it to white people so that they can understand. Whether you understand it or not, it took place, and there's enough information out there to research it and come to the table and then make some suggestions without even having to speak to us. You guys can speak amongst each other and come up with a suggestion of saying, hey,
I agree.
This is something wrong that took place. This is what should be done. You know,
I agree fully, but I also think there is a lot of value in actually building the bridge. And I can't knock you for being in your thought process you're in, because like I said, I know motherfuckers worse than you. I know dudes that are much more militant than you that I love.
What's
you know
the solution though? What's the solution? It's like, why should we come together to build this bridge? What's the solution? Is that really needed to have a solution, or is it just a bunch of more talking?
I think you don't have the answers, Sway.
I think we don't have the answers. We're just trying out here.
But that's what I'm saying. That should be the point, getting the answers.
No, I agree. I agree. We need to get to the answers, and I also think that one of the ways to get to the answers is which white as fuck. That's what it boils down to. Queen, what it boils down to is this country's white as fuck. You know what I mean?
If this was a court of law, you don't really need to pick at the victims and get information from them if you have all the evidence and you know what took place. What is punishable for this crime?
But it's just hard. It's hard. Like, all right. So to give the examples of like just rape or like the court of law, it's hard because that's more single. This is a broad thing that spans generations and generations.
As examples of
I get it.
Injustices that was done.
Yeah, I get the through line. I get the through line for sure. You know what I mean? I definitely get the through line. I just think America is still very white, right? It's super white still. And I think it's like, we shouldn't try to like build bridges between white people who never give a fuck, don't give a fuck, don't want to learn, too ignorant to learn, or that are racist. But for the white people that actually, you know, recognize the information for what it is.
They need a bridge in order to do what's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like unfortunately, that's the ways of the world, though.
So that's
the ways of the world.
That'd be pacified.
The world don't change because
that's
thought process.
The population of the world is another story too, because this is another reason why our population is being targeted. And not only is our population being targeted, we always are made to look like a minority when it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it's only in America. I mean? In America,
it's bigger than that.
In America, you're a minority, but not in the world.
That's true. And I beg to differ with knowing such a crooked system. I'm never totally sold on all of their stats and optics or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I do understand the whole push for minority, making it feel like someone else is inferior, different things of that nature. But I definitely had a dope time chopping it up with y'all, and I have to catch up with y'all again.
Yeah, you cool as fuck. We're gonna play your joint.
Thanks for coming on, Queen. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
We're gonna preface. Matter of fact, being that you're boogieing, we'll preface playing your joint with a couple things we were gonna play anyway. Then we'll play your joint. It's at Ty Blizzy on Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Right? Yes. She got a whole bunch of new music too. This song's from a few years ago. I heard a bunch of new shit too.
These bars are good, but I like these bars.
It's gonna be new to a lot of people. I mean, I got a lot of music on like all of the streaming platforms.
I'm on your YouTube channel.
I'm gonna double back around.
Hey, Queen,
this one up there now.
Now you dope.
Hey, Queen, did you do a song with Rakim?
Actually, no. My uncle DJ'd for him in the 90s.
Oh, I seen a clip on your YouTube channel. That's why I asked.
Yeah,
I didn't have
Son. Yeah, if you check it out, his name is DJ Son, and I interviewed him on there.
DJ Sound.
Queen, I'm gonna let you boogie, but I also want to ask you this: at some point on the social commentary end, right? I was thinking about putting together something with a whole bunch of people from all different thought processes and angles. You know what I mean? You know, some of my black people that are in the middle, some of my black people that are fucking militant, some of my white people in the middle, some of my white people that are fucking a little more ignorant, and maybe putting together a little fucking 7-8 person fucking live stream at some point to really talk about a lot of shit. Would you be down if I decide to do that?
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna hit you up. Hit you up. We're gonna stay in contact. Much love to you. Respect all your opinions, regardless. And I hope all is well.
Be good.
Definitely. I'm gonna leave off on that, and for the listeners and everything of that nature, I like to say that whatever I'm saying is researched and factual, and what we're feeling and what we know of our condition here is very real. It is nothing opinionated about that.
You can't deny that part. You can't deny that part. Right. That part can't be denied. There's other stuff we could talk about, but that part can't be denied. Much love to you.
We'll see you. Thanks for coming on, Queen. Have a great night.
All right. All right. So we didn't get to the comedy part yet, but I like that shit too, to be honest. You know what I mean? I like that shit. Man. I want to hear it.
You get jacked off the juice when that interview, man. Jesus. I can't wait for that show. I mean, you know what I mean? Eight people with you. If there anybody like you guys, shit. Yeah. All right. Hey, that's how you hash it out, though.
Exactly. That's how we hash it out. Let's figure out who the dickheads are, who the reasonable people are, who the educated people are, who the ignorant people are.
And you do it like Hollywood Squares.
Yeah. He do it like Hollywood Squares. Fucking racism squares or something.
Racism squares.
You know what I mean?
Figure it out. Figure it out, people.
Interest in creating false separations. Now that's a fact.
Yeah, I know, Keith. Talk about it, Keith. Tell them.
Fact.
Jeez.
There's enough of them on YouTube. You ain't fucking lying, bro.
No ignorant white.
That's why I like my man Pistol Pete, bro.
Shout out Pistol Pete. He was on
Hipstar. He's from Hipstar's run.
I know. And shout out Hipstar. I was gonna say that. Well, I mean, before I got cut off, you're still in debate mode there. Fucking Clifford, chill. Fucking smoke a joint. Fucking pump your brakes, bub. Okay. I'm saying I love you. Nah, the thing is, no. When you went on Hipstar, I was gonna say sweet Pistol Pete was in the comment section. You know, he I said what's up.
He's solid. He can't. He rocked most of the show with us last week, and he was solid on fucking Hipstar. Remember, he was in the comment section last week too. He was basically vetting us. He was vetting us for Hipstar. He's like, let's see what these guys are about. Are they jerk offs? Are they cool? No. You know what I mean?
All right, hey, so cool guy. I gotta do the cool guy. You do the cool guy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? My man Hipstar. Cool. Shout out Hipstar. Had a good time.
I like it, man. Show is original.
Hipstar's channel. Hipstar. It's spelled HIPSTAR. He does a lot of live streaming. He live streams on Fridays at 9:30. He said he's switching it to. It's a wild fucking show.
Yeah, it is. Silly. Original.
It's fun.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would definitely check it out. So anyway, let's get going. We didn't even get our intros going and nothing like that. This will be the start of the usual vibe of the show. You know what I mean? But much love to Queen Blizzy. We got to have these conversations.
Yeah.
That's how the world becomes a better place. You know what I mean?
Amen.
So let's get
I'm gonna sleep
for WHigga number 1, Cliff Focus, and then
WHigga number 2, Uncle Dust.
Hey, bro, that might have been there was the least pause in between your intro than ever, I think, right there.
You know, I'm functioning on a high level tonight, man. I watched about 72 hours of Rogan, dude. I'm feeling really smart.
Man,
I'm ready to solve world problems. Bro. I'm ready to listen. I got the answers. I got the answers, Sway.
We're not gonna start this, bro. My only mission here tonight is to make you understand that Rogan should be like literally not only silenced, taken off the internet. Scrubbed.
I will walk off this show yet again, and I will call the insane asylum and have them lock you up.
Scrubbed.
Listen, it's not my fault that you got like 2. I hate to make it personal, but what's your IQ? Maybe 78?
78, bro. My testicles IQ is higher than 78.
I'm just listen. A lot of people that can't understand
do mixed fractions.
A lot of people that can't understand the great Joe Rogan have low IQs, bub.
Yeah, bro. Let's see the great. Let's start off the show with his fucking racism compilation.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Let's get the
volume.
Wait a minute.
Crank that sound up. I can't hear it. I can't hear it. I can't hear it around here.
Still. That said, this is what we're gonna do. So let's launch into this video. You know,
yes.
1,
saying the word
2.
You've already said
3
is just like
4, 5.
She's calling you
6
like this boy that he's
7
and starts calling him
8
word.
9.
There should be a word like
10,
especially like the word
11.
That's
12, 13.
He says
14,
guy
15,
and then
16,
saying
17,
use the word out the word
19, 20, 1, 2.
You couldn't see.
3, 4, 24 N-words, bro.
Listen, he's a smart man. He's very talented. He can
bro, that's
fit 'em
more
in.
N-words that was at the Black Panther premiere. All right, this shit
that
is
was
out
more
of fucking
N-bombs than
control,
fucking
bro.
Django, is what you're saying?
Come on, bro. This is fucking Django fucking Patriot fucking chained or some
You're
shit.
telling me that Joe Rogan, you're trying to say that Joe Rogan is the Candy Man. It's Candy Ranch out there in Django land.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're accepting that? You're accepting that from this dude? This
Listen,
is the type of guy that you want?
I stand with Joseph P. Rogan. And I mean, when I say stand, I'm saying that, you know, gently. I mean, I really don't have to stand all the way up, but I mean,
You want to listen? You want to listen to his bullshit apology real quick?
I mean,
hello,
I've already listened to it 72 times.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends. So yesterday they were N-words and now they're friends. So now they're friends. Now they're your friends.
People's feelings
they were
change
N-word
overnight.
24 times.
It's a willy-nilly world, Cliff.
Come on, bro. Hello, friends.
I'm making this video.
You should have just set it off right and just say hello, N-word. Like,
hello.
And why don't he just be real here, bro?
My brother said that he should have started it off. I wasn't talking. You know, there's two types of black people. We know. That's how my brother knows. My brother said that shit. Yeah.
Even Chris Rock said that.
Yeah, there's two kinds. Saying the
I like Chris Rock, but fuck Joe Rogan.
Word.
You fucking take it back.
Video that's made of clips taken out of context.
Out of context. You should never say the N-word. You're a Caucasian. Did you hear Queen Blizzy?
Of me, 12 years of conversations on my podcast, and it's all smushed together, and it looks fucking horrible, even to me. Now, I know that to most people, there's no context where a white person is ever allowed to say that word, never mind publicly on a podcast.
This guy offered to suck 3 mandingos after this.
Yo, Joseph Rogan?
Yeah, which, you know, whatever. That part is whatever.
I really was going to, wash some feet. Maybe he needs to wash a few feet. What's the penance?
But how many times?
For each N-bomb, bro?
How many times are we gonna accept, you know, this dude's blatant racism? Do you even know, bro?
Have you even gave it? Where's all the other wigs for all the wigs that are checking in?
Well, you gotta request a wig, I think.
Oh, you gotta request it. Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough. You gotta request a wig.
We're doing wigs by request. If you request,
all right, wigs by request, folks.
Yeah. We're doing.
Listen, what's the pendants for each N-bomb here from Lord Rogan? How many feet you gotta wash a pair of black feet?
Well, I don't know, but look, this what my man here said.
You just got this crazy.
He said you just got this crazy custom waffle.
Oh, you're stoned as shit, bro.
That's ad. Listen.
What action do you think that Mr. Rogan should take moving forward?
Al Sharpton, the voice of Black America, as Queen Blizzy just said.
That's
the
King
voice,
Black.
The voice of Black America.
Well, I think that
that's
the
King Black,
apology is good, but with the apology must come some penance. What is he going to do?
He asked the same question you asked. How many mandingos? How many pairs of feet? You know what I mean?
Wash a pair of feet, slobber knock a mandingo.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have to do any of that, honestly. I think he should just double down and name the next episode N-bomb all you can.
Maybe he should name the show the N-word Experience.
The N-word Experience. You know what I mean? Yes.
Instead of the Joe Rogan Experience.
If Johnny Carson still had a show, he would do it. And so, Joe, we're putting this out to you, bro. You know, the N-bomb, the N-bomb Experience.
Hold on, this is supposed to be for this. Hold on.
Yes.
For my man.
Yes.
For my man LM, of course. I want to see him walk through South LA using that word.
He's got a point, like Die Hard, like John McClane.
No, but you gotta say it though. You gotta say it too. He's saying you gotta walk you basically gotta go to Compton and just walk up to black dudes just chilling out in the front of their house or whatever. I say you gotta do that 100 times.
I like the end. He's not gonna be able to use those kickboxer when he's kicking down the tree kicks, bro.
Yeah.
Like Pistol Pete is on his shit, dude. He knows.
Like my man Hell said one day, he said you're gonna karate kick yourself into a fucking bullet. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck that shit gonna do for you, bro?
Oh,
you're gonna give power to fuck out something the biggest. Bro, are you serious, bro? So wait, you're saying we shouldn't listen to Al Sharpton, who's done nothing but help the black community, never snitched. He was never an informant. You know, he never stole funds. Listen to him in his own words, bro. Listen to him in his own words. Let's listen to him in his own words. In his own mind. Does anything else matter that in his own mind? Listen to this, bro.
In my own mind.
Turn her up.
I'm not an informant.
It don't go up. It's Al Sharpton, bro. He's fucking.
I'm not an informant. I was not and am not a rat because I wasn't with the rats. I'm a cat.
Oh shit. He wasn't. He said I wasn't a rat. He's like, I was with the cats. I chased the rats.
Listen,
you know what I mean,
is that Oprah on the left? Is that an 80s Oprah?
That's OG Al Sharpton, bro.
Oh man, check out the medallion.
Al Sharpton looked like Oprah. Don't forget that.
So he was a man of the cloth, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he was a man of the fucking tablecloth. You know what I mean? He was a man. He was a man of the fucking tablecloth. But you know what? Listen, maybe Joe Rogan should just make a rhyme, and then he didn't do it.
This is true.
You know, all you gotta do is this.
Because I wasn't with the rats. I'm a cat. I chased rats in my own.
He can just say
in my own mind. That's it.
Or he could come out and be a convert to Muslim. He could just say he converted, and that's how that'll give you as white as you can get to being able to drop N-bombs if you're
I know Jared fucking released like a rhyme. Like he's like, I ain't fuck those kids. It is what it is. Like he's trying to like cover, like supposedly now all these dudes are just gonna come out. All you gotta do is rhyme like Sharpton, you know, and you didn't do it. As long as in your own mind you didn't do it, and you could do a 2-bar rhyme, you're not guilty, bro.
That's it. Not guilty.
I didn't fuck those kids. I just like sandwiches. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
I didn't cut those two. OJ be like, I didn't cut them bitches' heads off. I was just trying to jack off. No?
Yeah. No, we can rock with it. We can rock with it.
I tried.
So as I was looking up shit for black people saying fuck Al Sharpton, I just said that shit like Sharpton. My voice went crazy on that. You heard that shit? Sharpton. It was like Sharpton. Al Sharpton. So I came across my girl Queen Blizzy's track right here. Because anybody that knows anything, Al Sharpton
on the Smoking Gun website
is not popular enough in the black community to issue what Joe Rogan needs to do to, to try to, even though I think Joe Rogan should do anything any black person says for the next 5 years, because Joe Rogan's a racist piece of shit. But that's besides the point.
Somebody's got to listen, bub. Joe Rogan is the only hope that America has. Yeah. We need him.
We're gonna get into more of that. By the time I'm done with this, you're going to take back all these words, bro. So let's listen to Queen Blizzy. Fuck Al Sharpton for a minute or two.
Alleged that Sharpton secretly recorded conversations with mob.
Fuck Al Sharpton. No, you just a man-made fuck Al Sharpton. No, you just a man-made bitch. You been warned. This is an emergency, Al. Keep calm. You stuck in the emergency, Al. All black on, finna go Ferguson, Al. We been robbed in. You have been a burglar, Al. None indictment. A couple settlements and none indictments. These are the results that you've been hyped with. How was this the field that you spent your life in? You trifling fat rat, you's a fat rat.
That's my favorite part.
Lost all that weight, but you still
a fat rat.
Snitched on a setting, yeah, you been a fat rat. You ain't welcome to the funerals, buck a step back. Fuck Al Sharpton.
There she goes.
Ain't it, nah. You just a man-made fuck Al Sharpton. Ain't it, nah. You just a man-made bitch.
Woo. Al Sharpton, fuck man.
Sir, do you fear for your life? Today I'm gonna tell the feds about a cop.
Just keep going.
Are you in fear for your life being a federal informant? And people are. I want to inform on this policeman.
God, bro.
This fucking guy.
His head is so fucking warped.
And the name you were looking for, she needs to fix the mix. But other than that, it's cool. Yeah, I agree. And that song's 3 years old. I think that's about 3 years old, that joint.
Okay.
You know, and she got a lot of other tracks since then, so go follow her. I guess my man P ain't feeling it. My man P, he said, what the fuck is that? Man, listen, bro, that's Queen Blizzy. Cut the shit. You know what I mean? She's the seventh WHigga. I don't think she'd like the signs of that, though. Joe Rogan, the great alt-right hope. Exactly.
Alt-right hope.
Exactly. But before we go on to me continuing to make my case for scrubbing Joe Rogan from the internet, all right, let's just make sure we remember what a fucking bum this dude is in general. You remember this shit?
It's hard.
No,
I know the OGs will remember this. You remember this? You told me to get it.
I did.
Watch.
It was alleged that she was made all over with feces.
My man Roy Ennis.
Yeah.
That's a lot of crap. Now, look, brother, you have your time. That's a lot of crap.
Roy Ennis wasn't having it.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, Al. Fuck out of here, Al. Go roll your ass off the stage, Al.
Yo, Kool-Aid man.
I hate Joe Rogan too, but you can't tell us what to do. Do you like my rap outro? There you go. Oh, fuck out of here.
He fell down in like 2 parts. Look at when he fell off the stage.
Off the stage completely, bro. Fuck out of here, Al. Fuck Al Sharpton.
Look at when he rolls backwards,
He's a man-made bitch.
Oh.
Fuck that motherfucker, bro. That fucking bum ass, bro.
Don't make the valet guy come and stop the fight. He will.
Keith Burrows feeling Queen Blizzy. He said she knows what's up. She damn sure do. That's what I'm saying is fuck out Al Sharpton and his self-interested ass. He ain't lying.
Fuck him.
And that's why even though fuck Joe Rogan is more important than fuck Al Sharpton, Al Sharpton is not the one that could give any advice on what the course of action to fix his, supposed.
All Joe Rogan wants is for your family to be safe.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get into
not be affected.
All right.
And have a little bit of COVID, save everybody with a little bit of the, fighting the COVID.
Nice. Even though he's responsible for 10 million deaths.
Whoa.
What about this?
He wasn't the Holocaust.
What about this? What about this article I found from AP? This is an AP investigation.
This is so false.
This is
Come
not
on,
false.
Man.
Look.
Erroneous.
Data has leaked that suggests Joe Rogan voted for former KKK Grand Wizard not once but twice. Voting records show that the podcast host and cage fighting commentator voted for Duke both in the 1988 presidential election as well as for Senate in 2016. This is a developing story, but after hearing his N-word compilation, it seems this might be the case after all. More details.
Well, you know who Duke was running against? Adolf Hitler, bro.
Against?
So who are you going to vote for? Hitler?
In 88? In 88?
It was his great grandson, fucking Badolf. Everybody knows that. Badolf Hitler?
In the Senate.
That's correct. Yeah. That's correct. They had, you ever heard of Operation Paperclip? A little operation called Operation Paperclip?
Yeah.
Okay. They brought
Joe Rogan's ancestors funded the Nazi that we brought. Yeah, I know about that.
Joe Rogan is from, I believe he's a dirty Mick, I believe, or an Italian. One of the two of those. Potato, either a potato eating sumbitch or a spaghetti sauce eating sumbitch. One of the two. Bro.
I wasn't gonna put this up yet, but you know what?
How dare you?
It seems like, first of all, you've seen that, right? You've seen what I put up there, that article. That's a verified website. Joe Rogan voted for David Duke not once, but twice. Two times. How you vote, bro? You can't vote for David Duke twice, say the N-word 24 times, and then be like, I'm not racist. I want to apologize. Hello, friends.
He's trying
to vote for N-words, bro. He probably made that code up with all of his friends, with Ari and Segura. He's like, when I say friends, just picture me saying N-word, so they could all get a laugh out of it, bro. That's the type of dude he is. Bro.
No, false,
yeah, bro.
Erroneous. Joe helps more Black Americans than any non-Black that ever graced the stages of Black America, and that's a fact.
Bro.
I mean, you can Google that. Ask Snopes if JRE is the most blackest white man on the face of the Black America political geosphere. Everybody knows anything about anything knows that.
You know about Bill Belichick, right? And the coaching tree, like that's all the different coaches that started with him and then went on to be successful.
Correct.
Mike Vrabel, you know, blah, 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 right?
Who's Bubba up top right? Looks like a walrus.
Let me see. I don't know if that's Romeo Crunell. But that's how you know you're just like Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Because there's all these white faces, and you pick out the black face to say something about, bro.
Is that a black guy?
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't picking him out because he was black. It looked like a
guy. Just like Joe Rogan. Hello, friends. Right? Say hello, friends.
Well, if there's any black guy there, he's on the fucking third limb. There, he's on the 1, 2, 3 limb.
You're learning these habits. You're learning these habits from Rogan.
You want to know about habits? How about not being to work on time? How about, you know what I'm saying? How about, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
That's the Bill Belichick. All right. Coaching tree. And this is the Joe Rogan.
Take it down.
Tree. This is the Joe Rogan hate tree.
Take it down.
Right? You have, of course, trans-hating, transphobic Dave Chappelle.
Take it down.
You have the Bill Cosby of the crew who drugs everybody. Ari Shaffir.
No.
Okay?
No.
You have Tom Segura. Matter of fact, hold on. Before we go to that, let's play. I want to play this. This dude I know, Liberation Tardson, sent me this, and I don't agree with him often because like his views are a little, polarized or whatever the case is.
This is about to be my last episode, dude. If you're gonna keep this up, just keep dunking on Rogan like this.
Look at the way what Tom Segura did and the way he treated his wife on this podcast, bro. There's nothing more toxic masculine than anything. Like, bro, you can't disrespect your wife on a podcast like this and then not be considered a sexist or a misogynist. But let Liberation tell us about it.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Liberation Tardson, the victorious vegan. That's 2 peace signs for yours and mine. And I just wanted to say, I don't support any of the behaviors you're about to see in this video. Toxic masculinity warning. Tom Segura, you are a pig.
I'm not strong enough to do this.
She could have opened it.
This is, this guy couldn't hold Joe Rogan's microphone, man. Come on.
So you're telling me that him sitting there like and basically like taking a shit on his wife's face by opening the bottle. He's calling her a weak woman, right? He's calling her a weak woman.
Oh yeah, he's just calling it what it is.
Yeah, so he's calling her a weak. He's like, yeah. Basically, like it looked like he wasn't saying this, but she's so used to the abuse, she understands. Like when he looked at her, he's like, yeah, bitch. He was like, yeah, bitch, you fucking weak bitch.
No,
he was like, you weak bitch. That's what he was saying with his eyes, with those evil fucking.
He was being courteous. You ever heard of, courtesy?
Yeah, I think Uncle Dust did. Maybe that'll be on the website next week. I have to look into that.
Listen,
that might be an article on the same website that you just seen that.
Have you guys heard have you guys heard his reparations plan? I think you might, you know what I mean? I think you might turn the page, fellas.
Listen to me, bro. So let's just keep going through this. Like I said,
he wants to raise McDonald's, to $18 an hour as well.
Okay, so obviously transphobe, racist, who actually just stopped an affordable housing thing in his neighborhood, not trying to help the people. He racist, transphobe, Dave Chappelle. All right, drugger of friends and probably women. The Bill Cosby of the crew. They call him the Jewish Bill. They call him Bill Costine. You got fucking Tom Segura, who we see sexist, treats his wife like a lesser than. All right. You got Akash Singh. He's from Andrew Schultz's little crew. He was on Rogan the other day. He just been added to the hate tree. And by the way, there's not enough branches. I can add more. He had Apu, clearly racist, right? Simpsons character taken off the Simpsons, and he has this bit about how it shouldn't have been taken off. And this, that. So he's an Indian. He's racist against Indians, clearly. And Brian Callen, of course, Mr. I didn't rape anyone himself.
Listen, right? Dave's helping all types of people out. He had a best friend that was trans. Ari was just helping people out. People like free drugs. He was helping them. Tom Segura, listen, man, anybody would help their weaker, lesser than equal.
Yeah,
open a bottle of water. Listen, if you're an Indian, and this man,
it all started with David Duke. David Duke funded Joe. Do you even know this, bro? All the shit you talk, bro, running your fucking mouth like you even know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. His initial podcast was funded by David Duke. Funded by David Duke, direct ties. You see it here, direct ties to the Ku Klux Klan. And we're going to sit here. You're going to sit here and defend this dude every week because you also fucking, because you got a David Duke dildo. So you want to defend this fucking, you want to defend this guy.
What
David
do you want?
Duke dildo. Triple D fucking dildo, bro.
I don't like your attitude, and he makes quality American-made dildos. Sue me.
Yeah, Christine, exactly. Christina's the one. Tom isn't even funny. How about that?
Whoa.
Tom Segura isn't funny. His wife is funnier. He's a misogynist, sexist. Joe Rogan's a racist. Ari Shaffir's a drugging rapist. These are not the people we want influencing our children. Oh, comedy. It's Listen, I'm all for comedy, and I defend it at all costs, but not when it's the hate tree. Not when it comes from the hate tree. When it comes from the hate tree, I can't support that.
I can't believe this.
You can.
There is nothing hateful about those gentlemen. They're all upstanding, fine citizens.
Okay, yeah. Transphobe.
And you need to get, know what? Somebody needs to check your damn head, bro. You need to go, you need to get your shit together.
I'm not a rapist. Yeah. Ha. All right. So I don't know what we're gonna keep doing with this. If every week, hopefully, maybe Joe Rogan could go a week without being a racist or a sexist or killing people with misinformation.
They're up his ass why don't they just enjoy his show like everybody else?
12 babies. 12 babies last week. Did you
know
that?
Nick Cannon?
Verified by CNN, 12 babies died from COVID due to Joe Rogan's misinformation.
Erroneous.
Last week. It's not, bro. It's like,
He's putting out nothing but solid information, man. A lot of people thought you could get COVID twice. You can't.
They track this shit. Bro. This is all verifiable fucking information. It's not, it's just like Queen
You
Blizzy
think the
said,
CDC
100% verifiable.
Are they telling
100%.
us the truth?
The CDC?
The CDC, CNN,
course,
Don Lemon.
Of course.
The likes of George Stephanopoulos.
Yes. All of those nonprofit organizations.
Sharon Stone.
For sure. No, the podcast was funded by David Duke. This is verified through filings for small business applications, small business loans, and everything else. So if you guys want to continue,
the man is just making a living. He's trying to be funny. He enjoys having these doctors that know a lot more than the general public. The guy he had a gentleman on that helped make the vaccine delivery system, I believe. Right. I mean, and that guy had. We
all know those guys were plants, though. We all know those guys were plants. We all know that. And then look at this fake news. Look at this fake news. More fake news trying to defend Joe Rogan. It's like all these media sources. Like look, bro. Like 1 or 2 media sources are attacking him, and like 1 million media sources are like sitting here trying to protect them. It's ridiculous,
they're all on his nuts, man.
Always more to the story than it seems. I've watched with great dismay as the tide has turned against Joe Rogan. And one of the most,
by the way, breaking character for a second, Breaking Points. If you don't follow them on YouTube, it's probably the best place for news without bias. Okay, back to the character.
Transparent witch hunts that I've ever seen in my lifetime. First, he was the purveyor of vaccine misinformation. Then he destroyed them with his response. Oh, okay, now he's a racist. When this one dies down, he'll be a transphobe, a misogynist. They are pulling out.
Well, first of all, he's already been a transphobe. That's
whoa. The guy has a lot of love in his heart. He says you can do whatever you want. He just doesn't want it in sports. He thinks that's unfair to women.
What's the issue in sports, bro?
The issue in sports is that they're trying to cram the other sexes.
There's a difference between men and women. Is that what you're trying to say?
There's men, there's women, and then there's people who transition later.
But you're saying there's a difference between men and women shouldn't.
There's nothing but differences. There are similarities, but there's mostly differences.
Listen, bro, these people are all right. Just like my 10-year-old daughter said to me today. There's no difference, Dad. There's no difference. Women should be able to fight men. We were talking boxing and MMA, and you know what? She's right. And all the other people with the same thoughts about that my 10-year-old daughter has with very limited information. You guys are right. There's no difference between men and women, and I say mix all the divisions and just let Francis Ngannou fight fucking Amanda Nunes this weekend. Let's see what happens. Right?
The people would get mopped. They would be mollywopped.
I don't agree.
There would be such an outpour.
Women are smarter. Women are smarter, so they'll be able to use like strategy and intelligence to overcome the man's power. If you put the top MMA woman against the top MMA man, the top MMA woman's winning every time. I don't even think the men have a chance, to be honest with you.
What are you gonna nag them to death?
No, they're gonna use strategy. Strategy beats brawn.
I mean, maybe over like if you're using technology. I mean, I don't think in a physical confrontation in a however big that ring is,
pound for pound, women like
that.
Serena Williams would beat any best man. Women are better, bro, and that's just like people got to start accepting that at some point if we're gonna move forward.
I mean, in that instance, Serena Williams, that's different because they're not physically. They're not.
Bro, just because you think she was born a man. That's not really
a hot man.
Yeah, that's true. You're into that.
Thick thighs, thick horse ass.
Exactly. The only thing women can't do is dunk a basketball. You sexist. You know what? You might get added to the Rogan hate tree. There's been so much Rogan fucking propaganda from you as of late that you might end up getting added to the Rogan hate tree. We're getting to that point.
I'd be honored.
To that point.
If I'm gonna be up, if I'm gonna be on the right
day, everybody.
If I'm on the right side of history, I'll be on the tree because I'm gonna listen. Joe Rogan is doing us good. All right, we need him.
Happy Pizza Day. So,
we're just gonna breeze over that. That's it. We're just gonna breeze over that. Okay. I mean, does anybody? Is this the point where we announce? I thought we were ready to announce the WHigga Weight Watch. WHigga Weight Watch.
Maybe we should. Yeah, you know what? You make a good point. Because we don't need to beat this Rogan shit into the ground, right? This is what's happening now. They're trying to say that the people who tried to do a hit job on the racist, that these people were connected to Democratic Party PACs, super PACs, which is organizations that work together to strategically attack people, right? And obviously it's ridiculous. Why? Oh, because Rogan gets more views than CNN, because Rogan gets more views than almost every news station combined. They would want to be out for him. That's ridiculous. That don't even make sense.
Well, you're out of your mind. They all want. They're just jealous. We're watching like a high school. These people have technology and they're just high school haters. They're high school. These people want to be.
So you're telling me
what Joe Rogan is.
It makes sense that just because he's becoming more powerful than mainstream media, that mainstream media would attack him? You're saying that makes sense?
They weren't worried about him 3 years ago, 4 years, 5 years ago. They weren't worried about what Joe Rogan was talking about, and he was having the same similar people on. And now that he's gotten so big and now is with a company that, well, up until recently, wasn't taking down his podcasts.
So mainstream media, because they have something to gain by silencing him, you think that means they're silencing him? Does that even make sense?
Silencing him? They're not silencing him. I mean, he has a platform
to talk about. But why
they are trying?
So your theory,
they're just using his. They know that it's going to drum up outrage and that everybody's going to want to watch it. They're going to click on their shit. They got to make clickbait.
Nah, bro. Let's play this last thing. All right. So this
anybody
video
watching the N-bomb
let's
video,
finish up, Joe. Let's wrap up, Joe. All right, real quick. And then we'll get on to what you were just saying. Oh, fuck. I fucked up. All right. Oh, we got to watch an ad. Oh, speaking of cats, who has cats? My cat shits a lot. Okay, here we go.
Well, there's always
segue.
More story than it seems. I've watched with great thought. Something I took notice of Thursday is that this entire manufactured controversy began right before Spotify earnings season. The reason that matters is that the controversy caused a big headache for the CEO, Daniel Ek, and it coincided with a not-so-great earnings report for Spotify of millions of dollars in value. Every tiny tenth of a percentage point matters at this level that we're talking. Style tidbit, of course, except Tria Takes is a group dedicated to exposing right-wing misinformation.
This is so ridiculous.
Listen.
This is so ridiculous, bro. I mean, now they're going after Spotify because Rogan ain't bending. Now they're going to attack Spotify.
No, well, the point that they're trying to make with their conspiracy theory here is, Keith, you will pop in. Hang tight. We'll get you in. We'll get you in, brother. I got you. Their theory is because Rogan is powerful in media, that these super PACs are banding together, you know, and they usually aim at right-wing ideology, which Rogan really isn't. You know what I mean? If anybody knows him.
He's far from that, man.
Yeah, but he is a piece of shit racist, but that's
whoa.
His theory is that they're banding together to make Spotify's numbers go down, so then they'll deplatform Rogan because Rogan's powerful now or something. I mean, it doesn't make sense. That's not
so if they get what like 10 million people to leave Spotify by this article, that'll get them to get rid of Rogan.
Yeah. Bring down the money. Maybe you bring down Rogan, right? Right. That's what they're saying. Like if you hit them in the pocketbooks, you hit Spotify in the pockets, then maybe
somebody needs to hit this guy in his fucking bitch made haircut.
So yeah, but they really are good though. They really do. They're all good. But so Dave Portnoy got these guys on camera that are from one of the groups that did the Rogan hit piece,
but also of Rogan. So Dave held a live stream in which he confronted the three brothers. In the live stream, he specifically calls out one of them, saying, "I have definitive proof. One of you used the N-word in 2014. Do you deny it or not?" Look how uncomfortable these gents get. Let's take a listen.
I have definitive proof of one of you three using the word in a text conversation with a friend from 2014 that somebody sent to me. It shouldn't be used, but I swear to God, I am.
Okay.
That's a lie? You think I lie about that?
I think you would lie.
Does anyone here have a fiance named Lexi?
I think you'd absolutely lie about that.
Am I lying about what I just said?
And if someone has a fiance named Lexi, that is the decision right here?
No, I'm asking,
there's no right context whatsoever to anybody using it.
Is Lexi a person, one of your lives?
Yes, Jordy's fiance is Lexi.
There you go.
And so that means Jordy did it.
I'm saying I have definitive proof.
Okay, you have definitive proof.
But that doesn't define like everything. And I've never done it in a private conversation. I've done 3 times all in the air. I think context very much matters.
So I asked Dave, I was like, "Hey man, can you give it to me?" Full transparency, I sent him an email. He said that per his source, he promised he wasn't going to out it, but per his opinion, it is absolutely real.
So one of the parts of these groups, one of these groups, the dude sent a text message saying the N-word, and meanwhile they're trying to take Rogan down for saying the N-word.
Oh, that's beautiful. I really hope he has that.
And shout out Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports for that.
Big time.
People try taking him down too because he's like a fucking freak, bro. He likes rough sex. Like there's videos out, So these girls agree to doing wild shit. And they
Women
try
like rough sex,
taking him down. But I'm saying they did a hit piece on him multiple times. The same type of people. So that's why he said, "Fuck that shit. I'm gonna defend Rogan." He shouldn't defend Rogan, like I said. Rogan's a fucking
whoa,
low life.
I'm sending an ambulance to take you to the insane asylum, big guy.
I mean, it's not some things are debatable, right? Like we have some conversations where there's like a little bit of debate. There's maybe a little bit of nuance, like that piece of shit Rogan loves to say.
Whoa, I need a McClip. Where's McClip at when I need him?
There's no debate. Do we get there's no debate from McClip tonight? So yeah, let's get to this now. We'll do this real quick, and then this way we could get on to the next subject. This is something I want everybody to partake in, possibly, right? Me and Dust. You know what? I'll play. Dust. I just played a little video because that'll explain it quicker. And I'll stop it like after a little bit. Boxing or whatever the fuck I'm doing. All right. So hang tight. So I'll play this little thing. This is what me and Dust are trying to get going here. All right.
I'm dead serious.
No, we have to. It's a necessity,
bro. It has to be.
It's a necessity.
This is gonna help.
Shout out my man Agent Led for the sound.
It's not playing.
I don't know if you guys can hear it in the back.
Video's not up, bro.
I didn't play it yet. Bing bong. All right. So let's go. See, and I've been saying Bing Bong before I even heard these dudes say Bing Bong. That's some New York shit. People don't know that.
I made up Bing Bong, and I lived in Escondido.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's dope that Nems got popping from it, but that's like something like dudes from our generation just would say sometimes. You know,
and a lot of people don't know I write Nems bars.
You've ghost written for him a couple times. I've heard that. I've heard that. First off, shout out my man Agent Led for the sound bed. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background or leave it on while I hit the deck a little. Me and Uncle Dust from the original Wiggers Live Comedy Podcast.
we both recognize we got to do something about the weight. I'm obese. He's morbidly obese. You know, we're both gonna die.
You couldn't have took your shirt off, goddamn it.
From now on, every week, starting next week.
You couldn't have took your shirt off, you son of a bitch.
All right?
You son of a bitch.
Weight Watch.
Remember, this is I set up. This is misinformation. God damn it! You couldn't have popped your top off to fucking give the people give people what for.
You put your shirt
with my picture with the cigarettes under the titty in the fucking garage in my underwear.
You put your shirtless body out there often.
Oh,
that's kind of like you put it up there for the fucking taking.
We're taking our shirts off for the final weigh-in.
I'm down with that. I'll definitely do it. All right, so peep game. Let's so people could really hear what we're doing.
Doing the WHigga weigh-in together. So from now on, every week, starting next week, we're gonna be doing the WHigga weigh-in. All right, the WHigga Weight Watch. Still figuring it out, you know. But we want y'all to get involved too. And if you're skinny and you're trying to build mass, that's the WHigga Weight Watch for trying to build mass or build weight. Bottom line is, I got kids. That's got kids, grandkids. Health should be something we put a little focus on. So get in on it with us. We're gonna hit this bag a little bit. See how this goes. Spend a minute.
See some fat boy hand skills?
Hell yeah, let's see.
Little fat boy hand skills.
1, 2. No.
Here. What are you doing? Get out of here.
Little fat boy. Little fat boy hand skills, you know what I'm saying? Little fat boy hand skills. Can't do that for long right now. I could probably get 2-3 rounds in right now without fucking literally, bro. When I was recording the end of it, when I was like,
"You sucking wind?"
Oh, bro, I had, you know how hard I had to try to not show weakness just to get the video done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you're exhausted. You're like, I gotta finish this shit. Goddamn, I shouldn't have went so hard. I should have paced myself a little bit in this fucking thing.
Yeah,
but you knew that you were gonna put up the National Pizza Day dust and just have my flabbergaster just plastered all over this fucking goddamn episode.
You get shirtless all the time, bro.
I can't wait, bro. I'm gonna, you know, I am mad. I'm not mad. It is what it is. I'm gonna lose.
You know what? For fairness' sake, bro. For fairness'
sake. Let that pale body shine, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what's up.
But see this though? That's a stomach of fucking steel, bro.
What?
You know what I mean?
Come on.
That's a stomach of fucking steel, bro. You got baloney stomach. Bro, if I slap your stomach, that shit'll do waves like a fucking exactly, bro. My shit don't even wiggle like that. Look at that shit, bro. Your shit.
Remember that time I ate my weight in Godfather's Pizza?
Your stomach's made of condom fucking material. What the fuck is going on there, bro?
Look at that. You tell I'd have to have an 8-inch to 10-inch cock to see over that gut, bro.
Oh, you haven't seen your shit in years, right?
Definitely. Oh, I like the fat in the middle. WHigga Weight Watch. WHigga weigh in.
So that's what we're gonna try to do. That's what we're gonna try to do. You know, starting. Yo, Eddie, was good, brother. Was good. We just talking about this WHigga Weight Watch, WHigga weigh in that we're gonna start doing next week because me and Dust are both realizing that the clock's ticking.
10 years I got right now. 10 years
shrinking. The clock's ticking. The dick shrinking. You know what I mean?
Big time, bro.
That's the Jack Black. Oh, yeah. Dust got the Jack Black gut, right?
Wait a minute. Maybe he needs to clarify. Maybe
he needs to clarify. You talking about Jack Black or you talking about
No. I think he's talking about Clifford Focus's gut.
Shout out from the cemetery, aka Chicago.
Shout out Chi-Town.
If you got time, go back in the episode. We got into a little bit of serious but cool conversation with a rapper from Brooklyn, Queen Blizzy, at Ty Blizzy on Instagram, because I came across her "Fuck Al Sharpton" song when looking for some fuckery for the episode. So
we solved the world's racism in about 10 to 15 minutes.
See, Dust, you got the Jack Black gun.
Well, that's fine. I'll take it as a compliment.
You know what I mean?
I'll take it as I'll take it as a compliment, sweet Pete, sweet Pete.
We did though. I personally think we did. I think we solved racism earlier in if you guys
it's worked out.
Yeah,
reparations are worked out. How white people need to deal with it. How black people's situations have been co-opted.
Yeah, I convinced Queen Blizzy she needs to really work with white people. She was fully open to it. You know, she was.
Well, you know, as long as they're in certain positions, then they stay right there and don't move.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Yeah.
You stay
like,
right there.
He's like, here's the thing. Basically, you know, we got some whites that work with us.
And they,
you know what I mean?
They're
we
allies.
do got some whites, but it's kind of, I don't know, reparations.
Everybody
they're
in.
slaves. As
they
in they're
get,
slaves.
This is when they get there, they go, everybody in. They go, where's Margie? Margie and John. Sit over there. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I want to you meet these white people and they're like abused housewives.
Oh, you know for sure, bro.
You meet them, they're like a Sally Jesse Raphael wife from 1987. You know, just sitting there. It's like, what's the matter? What's the matter, Trevor? What's the matter, Trevor? White privilege. White
Trevor, go. Yeah.
White fragility. He's just saying hot button words. You know what I mean? Trevor, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay.
Reparations, 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah,
40 acres and a mule. Like a fucking parrot.
Yeah. He's just a post-traumatic stress disorder and shit.
That's straight up, bro.
You know?
I know that my relatives fucked up and they did what they did.
Yeah.
I need to just repent for my great grandpas.
Yeah, and if they weren't owners here, they were owners somewhere else
in the world.
We learned that today.
That's a new one that
that's new.
I'm learning.
It might
things.
be true.
It might be. We're learning things.
It might be true.
I know. You know, I've Googled. Have you ever tried to Google back your name, like to see like your relatives?
I know my family members were like Ellis Island from both sides. Both of my sides came in from Ellis Island. I know that. But
see, now Ellis Island is the way around that
in the old land. You're
correct. If you're an Ellis Island honky, that means that you came a little after slavery. Like you like missed that boat.
You were dirty honky. You were dirty honky.
You were dirty. You were on the low end of the honky spectrum.
Yeah.
And you were getting shit on and no dogs and blah, you know what I mean? Where they were like trying to make the Irish and the black. Everybody's seen that when they're sitting on the scales and they both look like animals. And it's the fucking Irish guy and the black guy, and they have them. You know what I mean? Like which one? They're both bad. Like
both, we hate. Yeah. They look down on both, but But they did accept the Ellis Island whites a lot quicker than blacks.
Yeah.
They gave them like 30 years. You know,
there's no debate.
And then they're like, all right, you're cool. They're like, you're cool.
You're all right. Come on in, buddy. Come on in.
Italian,
you guys stay out there. We got the back door for you guys. We ain't fucking bring those potato eating sons of bitches up here.
Yeah.
Or we'll let them serve us, you know, for a while, and then finally they got a seat.
Bro.
Yeah, that was new. That was all news. Some of that was real new to me. A lot of the things that she was saying, I wasn't up on the world.
Well, listen, like I said, I know, you know, a handful of black people that I'm very close with in my life that share a lot of that type of sentiment. You know what I mean? And they are, you know what it is though. It's like,
oh, I've heard them. I've heard them. I've heard people talk. I mean,
there's more.
I had a guy. I had a Puerto Rican guy tell me that it won't be fair until Whitey is until we make whites slaves.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, so for how long is that? And he goes, well, until it's done. And then I go, so what you think? And then just let him go. You'll let Whitey go, and then it'll reset.
No, keep him for exactly, you know, the amount of years, like 362. Yeah. Well, like,
that would be.
You know what I mean?
That would be America. And then what if he said, what if at the end of the 62 years he goes, well, what about the rest of the world times that Whitey was, you know what I mean? And they're like, nuh-uh, it was 62 years, bro. You said 62. I ain't cool with, you know, 2,000 years.
Yeah. You know, I understand to a degree the thought process, you know, if you really dive deep into like, you know, the realities of history, you know what I mean? That could, you know, and you're of a certain race, you could get, you know, radicalized even quicker to some degree, you know what I mean? But it is based on reality. So it's not like, you know, but my man Eddie Rodriguez said his ancestors got screwed by Columbus. Hell yeah. Wait, are we talking, were you natives? That's when they were bowling. That's when they created bowling. When
they were bowling with babies. The Navajo stuff.
Baby.
You better pump your goddamn brakes, Mr. I Hate Joe Rogan. You're about to have your own fucking compilation up tomorrow.
That was actually a Joe Rogan joke. If you didn't know, I was testing everybody. I wanted to see whether you guys would realize how bad of a joke that is. That like
mark it, timestamp it.
Yeah, that's when bowling started with babies and natives and Christopher Columbus, and then you put 5 adults and you the baby to bowl. Joe Rogan made that joke, and I'm like, yeah, that's foul. I wanted to test you guys. You guys passed the test. Fuck Joe Rogan.
That was a racist test, and you guys passed. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. That's what the wigs do a little bit here. We like to put the, you know what I mean? We put the racist test to you guys and see if you guys fall for it or not.
Exactly.
Joke's on you guys, okay?
Whenever we say something that you might think is offensive, it is and that, just automatically think, oh, that's probably a Joe Rogan joke. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, not really Joe, but I mean,
it's the opposite of reality. That's the point.
It's
satire.
Do it again. Do it with hey, I want to see, and you know what we're gonna have to both do is the jazz hand, fucking Harlem Shake. I want to see Harlem Shake Cliff with the jazz hands.
Oh man, Juan got to come on and like mimic the Harlem Shake. Juan told me a story back in the day that I totally didn't remember. My boy Juan that I know forever. He said, and this was when the Harlem Shake was popping originally, not the new shit. Remember, there was like a new version of it like 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. This was like back when it first popped, when it was like
2000. Yeah, it was right. It was with Dipset. Like it was at the when Dipset was like peaking.
Yeah. He said I used to just run up on people everywhere, no matter where we were. Hood, white people, this, that, and I used to just run up on them and just start doing the Harlem Shake and jazz hands at the same time, like right in their face. And I'm like, I don't even remember.
They were like, I bet this is the guy that blames Joe Rogan for the world's ails.
Before YouTube, bro. If we would have had YouTube back then, bro.
Oh, come on now.
The shit we were doing in real life, real shit. You know what I mean?
Life, real shit.
Not internet shit. Like I said, there's dudes on there. There's internet dudes and there's dudes on the internet, and there's a big fucking difference. You know
I always fuck up the quote, but I try. I always say that there's real dudes, and then there's the internet with the real guys and stuff.
Something along those lines.
Something along those lines, and that's what it is.
So I don't know if you've seen this. Maybe we'll bring Keith up now. Is Keith still in here? Keith, let's see. Keith, you still in here? I would like to bring him on for this Build-A-Bear After Dark thing.
Sweet.
So let's see if he's. I'm gonna do me regardless. I'll smoke a blunt with my enemies just to figure out why they hate me. Yeah, I am mad at you. And you know what? I do it just to understand people. You know what I mean? Like I don't. As long as you're not being directly hateful, right? White, black, whatever you are. As long as you're not being directly hateful. To me, it's like, I just want to hear what you got to say anyway. Like, fuck it. Let me hear what you got to say. I want to see this viewpoint. Then I want you to try to explain to me your viewpoint a little, see if it has any, validity. And hers has some validity, but she's definitely also for sure radicalized. And she probably admitted herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee you.
So too.
Yo, shout out my man, Tobias Dean. That's his shirt. The I Ain't Shit shirt.
Yeah, that's dope.
Real quick. That's my man. Tobias Dean. I hope I'm 98% sure that that's his name. Let me try to get it right. But I copped the shirt to show support. I feel like his Instagram is at 1DBN or something like that. But it's Tobias. He's a comedian, I believe, out of Atlanta. Whenever I have loose money and I see people selling shirts like of their brand, like independent shit.
Hell yeah.
And, like artists, I always cop one.
Yeah.
Like, like this right here, this We the People shit. That's actually a shirt from my man, Always Ready 1776. That's veteran owned. This is my man, Blood Ugly. My man, Mike. This is actually the only hat made like this. He had to change the logo because it looked too much like another logo. So he had to redesign a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it looked
always.
Yeah.
I do what I say, Dust. I really try to do what I say.
Yeah.
If I preach support. I show support when my pockets allow it or when life allows it.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
I try to I mean, I don't have any money to spend, but I would do that, obviously.
Yeah, if you had loose money, let's say like you just got fucking. It's usually like if I got income taxes or fucking a lump money from this or a lump money for that, I'll put like $100 and I'll go fucking cop like.
Here's one too, Cliff. Try to repost, reshare of people that I find whatever talented
support,
I like.
That's what it's all about. Yeah,
that I know this support, and I see them doing something, I immediately share.
Even if it's not my cup of tea. There's even times where it might not be shit that I would sit down and consume, but I know some people that I know would enjoy it. And I'll still support people just for grinding, for putting pride in their work. You know, if I can see your work, there's some pride in it. You're putting thought into it or effort into it, you know, or even if the camera's horrible, but you're funny as fuck, I'll still share it.
Yeah, there's some trash. There's some trash out there too. I mean, but I still share, and I try. I mean, sharing's free. It's like it's free, but it's also it also can 100%. It can do a lot for somebody to get some new eyes on their stuff if you can get them there.
Yeah,
you know, Lord knows.
It's the way it should be, bro. You know what I mean? Like if more people who created content, you know, and obviously I've seen it in hip hop in a major way, the lack of, especially local support, bro. You've seen it like crazy over the years when you're like performing and, you know, this, that, like it's all like, you know, and I think it transcends into anything where like you have multiple people going after the same goal, you know,
sure.
You know, just more so in different lanes, I guess. You know what I mean?
It's like somebody going after and everybody. That's weird. That's a weird one too, you know, in entertainment, because it's not like a business where everybody's going after the same one promotion. Because you're your own boss. If you're like some people are in music, you know, if they're doing it themselves.
Nowadays, a lot of people are. Nowadays, more people now than in the past, of course, are independently successful. Or
I mean, we joked about it, but I love seeing that guy that was doing with those robots, even though his music wasn't the best music. What was it, Vince something on that Vice documentary where he was the guy that was using the bots to get his shit popping on Spotify, and then he got.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it on the phone. Sure? We didn't talk about it on the podcast.
I didn't see any visual aid.
We didn't talk about it on the podcast. Yeah, but we were talking because he just basically, there's people with rooms full of cell phones and storages, and they literally have hundreds of computers and cell phones, and they use that to get your song.
About now.
You're talking about like this, that, the third.
Yeah, it's like a troll farm in a certain way, but for like views and plays.
For views and plays, correct.
Yeah.
And then
different IP addresses and all that shit.
Different IP addresses, and then those And but he got popped for using a company credit card that he was doing business with to buy tickets and then reflip them. You know,
like he was buying like scalping, like he was doing like
he was scalping, yeah. And
he was digital scalping and shit instead of being like, remember back
that
in
was
the day?
Another part of the bot thing was he was using the bots to scalp, to right away buy the tickets when they were released and then flip them for double or triple. And he got popped on like $5.5 million.
See, he got greedy. This is the problem. This is the fucking problem with fucking, you know, with humans, right? It's like even the same thing we told about with Al Sharpton. She said he did start out grassroots at some point, most likely, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
he did.
He got greedy. Power, whether it's money, greed.
Yeah, and you start meeting these people, bro. It's probably crazy if you even right now, like if you meet certain people, even if you know everything you know about them, and you're in front of like Bill Clinton all of a sudden, or you're in front of the president, you're in front of powerful people, and you maybe you had good intentions up to that point, and then somebody's like, bro,
power or big money,
man,
or influence or great pussy.
Oh, all the above for sure.
I'm gonna bring Keith in now.
No doubt.
Keith.
What's up, kid?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. How y'all doing?
Good, brother. How are you today? What's going on?
Bro, I can't complain.
Your microphone. Hold on.
Yeah, I can complain about your microphone.
Yeah, your microphone. It sounds like you got that shit in your anus and you're trying to pick up the vocals from your mouth.
I'm always talking out my ass.
Ace Ventura style. Remember that? Ace Ventura when he was talking out his ass? Did you ever do that? That's the one I did as a kid. I ran up to strangers and I just pulled down my pants and pulled my ass cheeks apart.
Keith kind of does look like a Jimmy
Neutron grew up.
Yeah, like a twink, Twink Carrie. Like your porn name could be Twink Carrie.
Twink Carrie. You go hard in the paint. Hard in the paint.
And there's a niche audience for that, I'm sure.
100%.
OnlyFans, baby. OnlyFans.
100%. Bro, there's a market for dust. So there's definitely a market for
people's fucked up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a OnlyFans. I think it's still there. I started an OnlyFans to use it just to upload content.
Yeah.
I was gonna do pictures like that Domino's one, that fucking side tit joint, and just do fat pictures.
Yeah.
And
I made an OnlyFans, and the day that I made it, that was the day they said they weren't going to have nudity on there anymore.
Keith, we gotta do something. We gotta do something about the audio. We have to.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, because it's
Lucky
bad, bro. Because you always got good shit to say, and I don't want it to not be fucking clear. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Well,
just one second, right?
like 80%. You're like an 80-20 guy, which is good. That's a good ratio.
80-20 ain't bad.
80-20 is a good ratio. When you're swinging all the time, you know what I mean? That's the thing. When you're swinging all the time with comedy,
big dick swings.
Yeah, you gotta fucking, when you're swinging that big dick comedy energy, here and there, you miss on him. I miss on him too. I just don't regard him. You know what I mean? When I miss, I just go, oh, let's go.
Skinny white dude stuff.
We know, bub.
Yeah. Well, Dust, I mean, you're like a fucking 30-70 the other way kind of guy.
What do you want, though? Those 30, I'm like Jose Canseco.
Yeah.
I strike out 7 out of 10 times, but hey, those 3, they go over the wall.
They go 500 feet.
He go 500 feet.
500 feet, bro. How you looking, Keith?
Looking good. Give me just 1 second. Let me get this.
Come on, bro. You're too young. You're too young for this. When Dust has bad fucking technology shit, it's different.
Why don't you listen? Why
Dust is over here like
give Keith the you're treating Keith like you treated Joe Rogan. Is that how we want to treat people?
Does Keith want to say the N-word? Is that why he just went black like that? Is that like, is he another Joe Rogan hate tree?
I mean,
maybe the Joe Rogan hate tree.
Every white guy has to say a certain amount of N-bombs a day, or you're not gonna, you don't feel right.
He might be part of the Joe Rogan. Depending how this goes, Keith and Dust might both be added to the Joe Rogan hate tree. You gonna put me on that? I'd be honored at this point. Did you see the Joe Rogan hate tree? Were you watching earlier for that, Keith?
Is Keith there?
Keith is having problems with his internet.
After these messages, Keith will be right back.
He's too young for that, man. Keith don't get a pass for not knowing how to work his shit. Let's go. Come on.
You're saying you want us to just shit all over Keith's audio situation.
Get him back in here. All right, Keith, how we looking?
Well,
no audio.
All right.
No audio. I can't hear shit. Audio.
He's like, I was talking in there, man. I was doing my shit. Now it's gone.
There.
Hey, there he is.
There we go. I thought you lost 25 more hairs.
Tell us about this outfit you're wearing there, Keith.
God, I got buttons and everything, bro.
You got buttons. Is that denim?
Denim and then some. No.
That's fucking
all right.
Old Navy, bro. That's Old Navy platinum.
I know, bro. This is Michael.
That's not regular. Oh, Michael Kors, he ain't playing. I know the frames are good. I know you got some expensive frames. You seem like.
And then what do you got going on here back here on that dry erase board there, bud?
Oh, it's this Eric C. Cohen, then StreamYard, and then Premiere Pro shit that I've got to do. Eric C. Cohen is the lawyer that we had here called the Social Security King, and he defrauded the government out of almost $1 billion.
Wow. No shit.
Sounds like a hero.
He's kind of like a white trash. What's his name? Dude that jumped out of the airplane with all the money.
Oh,
Cooper.
DB Cooper.
Yeah, DB Cooper.
Yeah. You're doing a show with him or a show about him?
About him. He's in prison now. They found.
We gotta look.
They found
Let us come up on that. Let us come up on that for a few. I'll do a little research into him, so I got some shit to say.
They never found the money. That's right. They only found like a little bit, right?
Yeah,
DB?
they found a little bit of DB's money.
Yeah.
They found on the riverbank, but Eric C. Cohn's money, it's out there floating around somewhere.
I mean, jumping out of a plane. I mean, the jump alone, when you read about that shit, is crazy. He jumped out of a 747, right? It was a regular
kind of big passenger aircraft.
You're not supposed to jump out of 747s. They're not built to jump out of, man.
I feel like we're talking to DB Cooper's nephew right now.
This is Keith Cooper.
Keith looks like he could be DB Cooper's nephew. Let's not gloss over that.
Hey, that's got that Michael Kors money. It's
yeah.
I don't know who the fuck is Michael Kors.
It's a dude that likes purses.
Yeah, he's like a designer, bro. He's a designer. You know,
Yeah.
Dust knows Hanes, Fruit of the Loom.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. Walmart. What is it? Basics. I know Basic. I know buy a 10-pack of plain black shirts for $19.99.
I do a lot of that too.
You know, I know clearance rack.
Absolutely.
And lids clearance is the last time I bought any
I know that
situations.
I saved 80% on my grocery bill by switching to self-checkout. Like
yeah.
You go, girl.
You ain't lying, bro.
Girl. You just fucking 5-finger discount, huh?
Yeah, like they trust me.
Oh, you got a trustable. You got that trustable face. If our guest was back on, she'd say that's a little bit of entitlement, you cocksucker.
Super is.
The face of privilege and shit.
You know, the older I get, man, I won't even risk. Have you ever been to jail?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, they know me.
Oh, they know you. You've sat in.
Bro. Twink Carey.
In my condition, I won't do it, bro. I'm like Joe fucking Citizen these days.
Yeah. Bro, last time I went, like I got a souvenir and it was COVID. That was a nice thing to be able to take away.
At least it wasn't AIDS.
You got COVID from the penitentiary?
At least it wasn't herpes.
I didn't know you could say they could sexually transmit it, bro.
I didn't either, but god damn it. Now, I guess if you think hard enough at something, you might be able to like kind of like visualize somebody like herpes. Like no, now they're my peas. But
is that 20%? I mean,
man, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Oh man, Keith, I love Keith, bro.
That's adding insult to injury. Yeah, I came to find out I had a 50, like a all countrywide extradition warrant to Minnesota because of a DUI. Yeah, like I was a dumbass. I got DUI in Minnesota in 2015, and that was I'm still like paying for that shit.
What'd you blow?
Yeah.
Oh, not the right person apparently.
There you go.
Nice.
There's the 80%.
Hell yeah.
Fucking yeah, man. I never done any time. Like but I did overnight like fucking 30 times, you know.
Yeah, like I
nights once or twice.
I'm not like pulled any like calendars or anything, but you know, I think the longest I stayed was like 90 days.
You see, I never even did that.
That's rugged. That's way more. I did 30 days one time. That's it.
I was just Giuliani era weed arrests. So most of it was a money machine. They would arrest people just for possession, get them in and out. They get out the next day. You know, here's the fine. And they would just keep doing that over and over in New York for fucking 15 years until fucking this wacko that's even worse in the other direction.
What it is with me is like they know me around here, and like they know that. Well, and not even around here. Like whenever I was in Minnesota, I think that there's this middle ground of people that have like just enough money to not get out, but also like to not just get cut loose like right away.
Yeah. Well, and then they end up just putting you on probation and parole, probation is
bullshit.
It's so bullshit and just sucks you back in. You're better off. Well, I mean, it's hard if they offer you I mean, to just go, judge, don't put me on that shit, man. And I don't think they have to let you, you know what I mean, do your time. It's up to the judge. If you go, you know, I'd rather do the full whatever. I'd rather do a year than do 5 years probation or whatever the fuck. It's up to the judge still. So the judge can just be a fucking dickhead and be like, we want that money, and I know you're gonna fuck up, and I want your money, and then you're gonna fuck up, and I'll have you back anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Twice.
That's what they like, though. They like the money machine shit, the small shit. You know, that's almost
DUIs. All of those laws are classist.
I got so lucky, man. Like one thing I will say, man, like fucking, like 95% of stuff I got arrested for was only weed, and then I was backing up dirt trucks for a while for a good chunk of time in my life where, God forbid, if things went a direction, it could have been serious. You know what I mean? So I always say, like, luck and whiteness. I don't deny the whiteness helped because there were situations where I was able to turn the white up a whole bunch of notches with a whole bunch of shit on me. You know what I mean? And then walk away. Whereas if I wasn't white, I probably would have walked away. Yeah.
Being funny helps a lot.
Oh, being funny is huge with cops. You ain't fucking lying, bro.
I got picked out of a lineup by the guy that was like that fat guy. He said that shit. He was like that fat guy, that guy with the big ass gut. That's what he said.
Was it you? Was it you?
Yeah, that was me.
Like,
and I wasn't even that big at the time. I didn't think I was fat. We got to do a fight.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
that shit is dope, bro. That's like 2000 and after, 2005 and after, bro. Like dudes would start fights, get beat up, and then be the ones to call the cops.
That's what they did. That's exactly what they did.
Started becoming a trend around that time.
Bitch made shit.
Yeah, bro, just don't fight. If you're not a fighter, don't fight. Just don't fight. It's okay if you're not a fighter. Just don't fight.
Look at me. And this is me saying this.
Yeah, but that's love, though. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to be that. You know what I mean? It's okay to be fucking, you know, what it's not okay to be is a punk or a snitch, right? Like a guy who is tough that runs around trying to be bully, I'm tough, look at me. Or on the opposite side of the, you know, spectrum, the person who would start a fight, but then get fucking slapped around a little and then fucking call 911. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They got me. They came pick me out in the Navy. They got on the base and got me.
Oh,
and it happened out in town, and then all of a sudden we were marching. And I looked over, and it was the guy in the car with the cop. It was like a month later too. I thought it was nothing, and they took my ass to fucking.
A month later. Imagine having a month to think about it and still saying arrest the dude to beat me up.
I know. And
I can understand if it's like it's spur of the moment, you're a bitch, you get beat up. When a cop's ask you a question, you answer it wrong, and it's kind of dry snitching maybe. But you got 30 days to think about it, and you're gonna point out another man like he beat me. He make me hurt. Yeah. Like,
I can't. I just don't have that mentality. Like I can't think like that. Like.
Nah, yeah, I'm the type, bro. Like, bro, when me and P got jumped that time, you know what I mean? But by like fucking 30 people, bro. I looked like fucking, like literally like fucking Sloth from Goonies. And the cops are like fucking
Baby Roof?
Bro, straight up, bro.
Dude, man.
Dude called me Goonie Goo Goo for like a week. You know what I mean?
Yo, I got this is the widest, like one of the widest sentences I will probably ever say, but I got jumped at a toga party.
Oh, like, holy shit. That might be the whitest thing a person can say.
You were in the nude fighting?
Oh, yeah. I was like fucking balls out. I don't remember it, but like I swear I think somebody drugged me because I know, like, you know, my alcohol intake and what I can do. Like, one shot of vodka ain't enough to make me completely black out and not remember shit. Like, but the only thing I do remember is like at one point in time I had like 3 dudes kicking the shit out of me, and the only thing I could say was, "Please stop."
Yeah, bro.
So
you got jumped. You got jumped at a toga party.
Yeah. Was,
any teabagging? Was there any teabagging?
I have no idea. It might as well have. I mean, they got did everything else.
Man, did you? So were you're jumping
hold on.
and shit?
Hold on. Yeah, one dude was fucking like. I don't know how I didn't break every fucking bone in my face, but both my eyes was swole shut. Like I had busted blood vessels in both of them. Like,
jeez.
Yeah, and it was all because I was with a chick that, a good-looking chick that one of the dudes there was wanting to fuck, and he wasn't from the same town as me.
Yeah. I wanted a little piece of Keefy Beefy D, bro.
Yeah, and you know the worst thing about all of it was like, my girlfriend actually probably saved my fucking life. Because she came out there and she started screaming and hollering and got everybody else to come out there, took me to the car, and like she grabbed some like pork chops out of the freezer there so she could put on my face.
In the car?
Yeah.
If this ain't the most hillbilly shit ever. Wait, time out. Whoa. Back the truck up. There's pork chops in the car?
Oh no, she just took them out of the freezer.
All right. Oh, like in the car, bro?
But they stayed in the car was the bad thing. We forgot about them. So I didn't get back in my car for like a week, and it was summertime, bro. And they had time to sit in there and just get right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been driving down the road and like dry heaving, like trying to keep driving and then throwing up a little bit.
Definitely
and like,
been there for sure.
I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. What was in there making that smell? It took a month and a half to find this pork chop, man.
Damn.
Then
you cooked it up. You cooked it up and ate that shit. I held it, 6 son of a bitch.
I still couldn't eat pork.
I had this guy that, and admittedly, I was young and didn't do the right thing as far as like paying the rent, and shit got rough and blah 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 blah. So as I was about to leave, I had like another 2 days left before I legally had to leave. He tried jumping me, him and these 2 dudes, 2 juice bags too, bro. I was leaning against my one boy's car. My one boy's not a fighter, so I knew that wasn't gonna help me. And I was leaning against his car, and I seen him walk up. I'm like, fuck, they're definitely about to jump me right now. You know what I mean? I just knew it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the preface to the story. So they almost landed one, but I was caught. I just Philly shelled, and then I rolled off the car on some. Like my boy was like, bro, you did some like TV show shit. Like, you know what I mean? I rolled like did some like fucking TJ Hooker fucking fucking rolled away. Anyway, to end that story, this is the point because you said pork chop smell this and that. When I moved out, right? When I moved out, every hole that was in every wall, I emptied my cabinets. Cans of tuna.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking anything that would smell, anything that would decompose. You know, and but whatever. So, but I seen him years later say, listen, no hard feelings. I was young. I fucked up. That was some pussy shit you did. Blah, blah, blah. But he's like, yeah, listen, we shook hands. I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And whatever. But of course, that had to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I hate passive aggression, but sometimes it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
You know,
it's a little bit
yeah,
more
when someone
legal.
tries jumping you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you're moving out the next day.
I got two of them boys back, but
I got into a fight naked. That's why I asked if you were naked, because I got in a fight naked in the Navy. When I went,
he got into wait, time out. Can we think about this? He got to a fight naked in the Navy.
You damn right. Oh, bro, I had the tighty whities, dude. The guy, it was like, what do you call it?
Him off. He put his finger in my ass. This is
what do you call it when you're
jumped?
You
this
get
is not a fight.
You get hazed. They tried to do hazing. They tried to haze me, and I was like, oh man, I'm too tired for this shit, bro. And they just poured like toothpaste and like water and shit, and I sat up on the rack, and they were laughing. Yeah. And they was like even with their face, and I just fucking dented them with a fucking kick like that, and I must have socked him. I mean, literally like 50 times.
When did you become naked? You got turned on by the kick?
I was in.
He's like, that was a great kick, bro.
I was in my tighty whities. I was in my tighty whities, and
helicopter.
He was holding. He was holding on to my tighty whities, like, so everything's just in his face, and I was like, he's gonna grab it off because it ain't much. It ain't much. He's just gonna grab it, and I was like scared. I was like telling everybody else they were just watching, and I'm like, get the guy.
Yeah, they're watching. They were beating off. That's like a fucking Navy fucking. That's like a Navy gangbang. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm like, get this cocksucker out of here, man. Get this fucking asshole out of here. And then I drug him. I'd like drug him over to the door a couple feet.
You drugged him and fucked him in the ass?
And then I tried to fucking to bang his head into the steel door.
Jesus.
He wouldn't get knocked out, bro. He wouldn't go out, and he wouldn't let go. So there was no, you know what I mean? There was no, what am I going to do? I'm just going to I punched myself out. I was literally
tired, bro.
I was tired. And that was finally he let go, and it was like, and I had to sleep. He had to sleep under me for fucking, you know what I mean? So he was
damn.
Like 99 fucking pajama, bro. I locked all my shit into like one thing. I used to carry my toothbrush, everything with me, because all your shit was just
because you knew he was gonna wipe that shit on his nuts or
bro,
on his ass.
He was gonna fuck my shit up, and I'm sure he did to an extent of other things. But I was like, don't the obvious like toothbrush, comb, whatever the fuck, like don't let him get that shit. I'm sure
like, every night, night, he's like, fuck you.
Bro, for sure. And like it took forever, and then we finally were. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man?"
Let's get Joe in. Let's get Joe in for a quick minute. He's been.
It was fine. It was all right at the very end. It was all right.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, there he is.
What's going on, my brother?
What's up, Joe?
You good?
Y'all doing good?
What you got? You out there at date night or what?
I'm cooking, man.
I remember this fella.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
You're cooking outside?
Sweet. No, I'm smoking a cigarette, actually. Then I'm going to go back and cook.
Okay. You home?
No, I'm at work.
Are you working? Oh, you're working, cooking.
Tell us about the bouncing situations. Have you had to bounce anybody today?
No, I had to slap some cheeks, but I didn't have to bounce anybody.
You had to slap some cheeks.
like Dust was slapping cheeks in the Navy. Wrestling Navy.
Don't you dare. Listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Listen, I fucked for my country. What did you do? Don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can fuck, how you can fuck for your country.
Yeah, I know a little about the long dick of the law, but that's about it.
That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. So what do you got going on out there, man? So you're waiting to body slam a few people, pick up a lawsuit. What's going on?
Just listening to some shitty karaoke, cooking some good food. Nice. About to get off in about an hour.
Oh shit! Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah!
What's the menu like? What's the menu like? Run me down the menu because I used to work in a lot of spots like that.
We got award-winning pimento cheeseburger and an Old Faithful burger, black and blues. Then we got some blackened chicken Alfredo, stuff like that. We got pot stickers.
Nice. I love
good bar food.
Blackened chicken Alfredo.
Got your wings and your chicken tenders and all that.
Oh,
yeah,
chicken tendies.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Chicken tendies, bro. Come on.
I'm freaky. I like my chicken
blackened chicken Alfredo. That's the different shit. That sounds like some different shit. I never had that before.
I've made that before. It's pretty damn good.
It's good.
Yeah, that shit sounds good. I love blackened chicken. And
all right, fellas, I just wanted to drop in and show some love to the Wiggers. I got to go back to work.
Man, bro.
You are looking. You are looking extra Aryan Nation today. I love you.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I need to go and what time's the meeting at? What time's the rally? What time's the Klan rally?
Yeah, bro.
Two.
Two. Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Give him the white power.
Man, that guy knows how to make a fucking entrance.
Yeah.
Joe's solid. Joe,
that's the man.
Joe's been heavy 100% supporter since day one.
Oh, man. Rock solid.
Was he a veterinarian?
A veterinarian?
What?
Yeah,
for fucking
he looked like old white supremacist.
Yeah.
He's got the Maybelline look. He's got the look.
Oh, he definitely. He does seem like, obviously, we only know him. Yeah, my favorite Viking. Yeah, straight up.
You ever seen Techno Viking? You ever seen a Techno Viking video?
Techno Viking.
You gotta look that up, bro. He looks. Now that I think about it,
that's what they used to call gay Vikings, bro. Techno Vikings.
Yeah, this guy is big, a big buff like Viking dude, but he's doing this techno shit in the middle of the city. It's a dope video. It's fucking great.
Instead of Thor.
Techno Viking. We could look
yeah,
it up.
It's like it looks like Joe with his shirt off, like a big old big buff guy.
Is this more like stuff that you use for like fucking?
Yeah, this is my pregame warm up before I really go hard in the paint with me and my Navy boys.
Oh, I know this dude. Yeah,
you know, hard in the
me and my Navy boys before we do a little role play, and we start touching each other's naughties.
I got to write down Techno Viking. I fuck with that.
You know this. You've seen it. I'll share it real quick, just because. Now that I've seen it, I know what
this is me. About. This is me right here, dude. This is what I do when me and my boys are about to show each other a little love.
This is the unedited
you know what
version,
I mean?
I think, though. Before they added like the extra music.
Oh yeah, they added the extra shit here.
No, this is. I think this is unedited. This is like live dancing, and then they added a bunch of crazy music on top of it. You know what I mean?
I like how he tells people to pump their goddamn brakes. He's about to set it.
Yeah. You do wonder, right? Like when you look at a dude like this, you gotta wonder. Like, there's only like a couple options for his personality, isn't there?
Yeah. Sometimes prejudice saves lives.
Yo, my man McClip said you look like Bob Lazar. That's perfect, bro.
Yeah.
That's so fucking perfect, bro.
Oh, me? I think I am. Actually, it's
Like,
weird.
oh, you do look like no shit. McClip nailed it.
McClip on point.
Yeah,
Pull up Bob Lazar. He's got the fucking Michelle Rodriguez shades. Or Mike. Mike who's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike something.
you're talking about this.
McClip came through with the
nailed it.
Also,
like
a little bit of Stephen King in there.
Bro, you look like everyone weird and white's nephew. You know what I mean?
Like every serial killer. Like,
yeah, you could be a serial killer. You could be conspiracy guy.
Ted Bundy's nephew. McClip's nephew. Fucking Bob Lazar's nephew.
He's wild card. He's got the wild card look.
Yes.
Like he could also save you from a fire. He could save you from a. You know what I mean? You're like, he could just show up and he's like he shows up and he's helping motherfuckers rescue kids.
Yeah.
I look like the stock footage of a white dude.
It's intelligent, intelligent, creepy chic. Wait, what did he say? I missed it. Say it again so I hear it.
He said he's the stock footage of a white guy.
Definitely the stock footage of a white guy. Or a skinny lesbian woman. Either of the two.
Like a more feminine Ellen DeGeneres. Just like a Ellen DeGenerate.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out Bob Lazar. I've been listening to Art Bell. You guys ever listen to him?
Yes.
He's fucking great, bro.
I've not listened to Art Bell, but I was watching Bob Lazar today, oddly enough. It's weird.
Bob Lazar is great too. Is he making any new? What's his newest?
He's a legend,
new
bro.
video?
That's a legend.
I watched him on old racist Joe Rogan there.
Oh, you have okay. Well, he's my man.
Started. Don't get me started.
You mean yeah? Don't get my man.
We ain't opening that back up.
Tell a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend about the Wiggas and friends. The algorithm don't do us no goddamn favors. So any likes, any shares, any fucking we got to get the live audience weekly to a good point, because I think that's where we'll get most of our views for a long time, because the algorithm is not going to do
it must
us
be
no
white,
favors.
man. That algorithm ain't got no rhythm. It's off beat.
Yeah, white men who talk shit. For white men who talk shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not a good category. They don't support that category of white for sure.
Well, they don't like anybody that talks sense.
So let's go into a segment so we don't end up not going into anything we were gonna do, Dusty.
Fact or fiction.
So did you hear about I just pulled this up because it's a quick one. Did you hear about the Build-A-Bear After Dark collection that they're doing?
God damn, build a BARE.
Yeah. Build-A-Bear ass bear. yeah.
Factor
story
fiction.
That some people think really has to be a joke. It claims Build-A-Bear just launched an After Dark series of stuffed bears for adults. This is actually true. Build-A-Bear After Dark features bears clearly targeting the adult crowd. Most of them are quite PG, but they do include several holding wine glasses and bottles, and others are distinctly made for Valentine's Day.
Now here's the thing. Some of them, right? It ain't bad. Those are like fairly. But then I was looking around and I went to like look at like everyone. So yeah, it starts off with this one, some normal shit, right?
And this one comes with a fully erect dick.
They got this one fucking dad bod. So that one I liked. That one's called dad bod or some shit. Then you got
like
this
that
one here.
Oh wow. I got the Arby's roast beef sandwich for a belly button.
Yeah. We got the meats.
Look how big that is. He got a tater tot for a clit.
Oh man, lucky hit.
That is lucky. Oh.
The weed ain't bad, but the life-size dust penis is a little bit.
That's way. Wow. What do you mean? Hold on, man. That thing's way bigger. I'll tell you that shit right now.
I'm waiting for Seth MacFarlane's voice to come out of that one.
I'd be picking.
You're not going too far.
I'd be
They're
picking.
Not going too far with this shit.
I'd be picking green pubes out of my mouth for fucking weeks.
Nah, I seen weirder shit in my parents' bedroom when I was snooping around.
Yeah, but Build-A-Bear, bro.
Nah, you got to diversify that portfolio sometimes.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, Build a Red Bear.
They got this one.
This is Build a Red Bear.
We got this
one.
Fuck. They got that.
It's a Build a Bottom.
Hey, listen. Join the Patreon, please. Help me. Help me eat better.
This one's the most realistic, though, right? Like the kids are getting older. I guess they figure the kids don't buy little Build-A-Bears anymore, right? The generation that got them popular, so I guess they figure, they're getting ahead of it, But this is the most realistic one. This is the one I really thought. That's the best one. That's the best
autoerotic asphyxiation bear.
Yeah, bro. That's just called real life. Let's get these kids prepared for real life instead of giving them,
What's
the Lynch series? Is that the Lynch series?
Yeah, this is a Joe Rogan series, I heard. Matter of fact, Joe Rogan is behind this as well. So
number one sponsor. That's
Yep.
How much do they want? How much do they want for these things?
That one is $69.99.
I think it's something like that. Yeah, $69 or something.
This is gonna be for Valentine's Day here. This is gonna break motherfuckers.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta buy something for you.
When you have no money. And they're trying to have you squeeze $60 to fucking get your girlfriend that's gonna leave you.
My girlfriend
next week.
That's what this bear is for. This is like a real representation of Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? Not the cards.
Hang yourself. You're saying hang yourself. You're saying she's gonna leave you anyway. You might as well just fucking end it. Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
I get it.
exactly.
I get where you're
Are you
laying down.
tired of the abuse?
I'm
Let your
tired
wife
of
know
it.
you're gonna commit suicide in 2 weeks with this.
Your jokes are stupid. You have a shitty sense of humor. You ain't that pretty. Nobody ever told your ass no. Take the fucking walk.
All right, you went over my morning ritual of things I tell myself.
Is that up there? I see it up there on the board. There, I see it up on the board. Very important. Very important. There. This is what needs to get out to the youths.
Yeah.
I got one of those attacks this morning, bro. You ever get those out of nowhere wifey attacks? Like, I'm downstairs, I'm hitting the bag, I'm feeling good. Of course, she's like, oh, he's feeling good. I got something for him. Then I go upstairs, and like, out of nowhere, the bitch just wakes up. She's like, I'm done. I'm like, with what? She's like, this. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bitch? I'm like, bitch, stop. Just stop. You know what I mean? Like, you've been done with this. I'm like, you've been done with everything for the past week. Do you ever look in the mirror and just think maybe it's you?
You should have been like,
You know what I
that's
mean?
not even correct English, honey. People get finished. Turkeys get
Y'all
done.
are underrated.
Another one is that when the woman just comes out crying, and you're like, what the fuck did I miss? And then it's like,
yeah, I mean, like, you can't, like Dustin's like, you can't handle a light slap. Like,
and
it's
it's like,
2022.
listen, man. And then they go, and then she just acts like you did it. You did whatever.
Yeah.
You
You
know what I
can't
mean?
let them. It's a very subtle thing where you have to manage that to not let them like turn. Like if you come at them with the problem, they'll try to do this thing where they pretend like they get angrier than you are.
Oh yeah. No matter what. Oh no, it's not make pretend. It's not make pretend. It's called estrogen. They actually find a way to make every problem their problem and they get more emotional no matter what.
You need some extra gin to handle that shit.
Yeah, extra gin to handle that estrogen. That's a bar. I might use that. I might use that. That's dope right there. Man. I need some extra gin to handle this estrogen. You know what I mean? That's real. You know what I mean?
I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad I can inspire somebody.
It's a dope bar. That's bars right there, bro. You know what I mean? Well, this actually brings me on to something that I've been putting off for weeks that I wanted to run this by you guys. Tell me what you think about this. And mind you, we could also
pull it down. I'll tell you.
This isn't women. Let me get a head start on the challenge first, bro. Nah,
no, then we're gonna do. Are we gonna measure our cocks too and put that out there? Be like, let's see if we grow any after we lose 2.2 pounds over lifetime.
Don't take woman advice from Bob. Listen,
lightweight heavy dick champion.
Oh, you're packing a wall. I know your frame. Your frame's packing a wall up. I think we already went over this on the last.
Yeah.
We already know that.
Where it is.
Keefy D is pulling that bitch out and slapping that board. You turn off light switches. He turns off light switches with his dick.
So, yeah, like pick a destiny. Remember when the fucking button, that shit kept growing and shit. And
Do the song. Do the song.
Do the song. I don't know the song.
It's like lasers.
Oh yeah.
Lasers.
Oh yeah.
Lasers.
Fuck, man.
I forgot, but it's the shit.
Yeah,
that's lasers with my dick.
Yeah.
And
then he looks down. He's like, "Come on!" He goes, "Come on!"
Lasers with my dick. Yeah.
Oh god, I love that fucking movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Best. I'm gonna watch it tonight now that we talked about it. It's a great one.
Eddie says we're underrated. I think that's also a very underrated movie.
Oh, shout out to Eddie. You're underrated. I think people that enjoy good shows are underrated as well.
That's true.
This man's got a sense of humor. He's a scholar and a gentleman.
So I had this idea. I started playing the Oculus Rift. Right? I started playing the Oculus Rift, do the boxing game, and then at the same time, I also think about, the emotional abuse I take, on an almost daily basis. And yeah. So I was thinking we should make and it could go from women to men as well. You know what I mean? Maybe even hate crimes. Maybe it could be Hitler. Who knows? A domestic violence virtual reality fight game, right? Where you could put like a legit picture or an avatar to match your spouse. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn, you saving lives.
Well, first of all, my wife would be the first one in line. She'd be one of those people that sleep outside for 3 days to have anything that looked. I told you before, dude. She used to sock me in my sleep all the time.
I got one of my jokes that says, "Raise your hand if you're a man in here and if you've never hit a woman." And it's like you'll notice that I didn't raise my hand because apparently none of you have ever had a woman run at you with a straightener like a redneck lightsaber.
Straight the fuck up, bro. But you know what it is? It's like it's like I think anybody who's not at least had a physical interaction with a woman when they're young, right, and they didn't know how to control themselves as good. You know what I mean? I think
then they beat a bitch. They beat a bitch. They double down.
You never lived with somebody. You know what I mean? Or you never had a relationship when you were in your formative years. You know, if you're 35, 40, you know what I mean? Or 30 and up even, and you can't control your temper, then you got to, get it together.
I'm a two-time,
you know what I mean?
Two-time puncher of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Two-time offender. Two-time offender. I even remember one of the names was Zori in 4th grade.
Damn.
She told me my mom, she'd go, my mom, she goes, your mom
bitches in the 4th grade, bro.
I'm old
the
enough.
What did you do in the 4th grade?
Cliff, this is how old I am, bro. That Vegas, this is how, listen to this, bro. Vegas didn't not integrate, but they started to move when they started to bus kids back and forth.
You're not like segregation old. You're making yourself sound segregation.
I just made it clear that it wasn't segregation, motherfucker. I said,
Dusty's like, I was using one of our water fountains.
I'm telling you, I wasn't on the bus.
Like, I was next to Bernie Sanders.
I marched with Martin Luther King. God damn it! How'd you feel? How'd you feel? I was on the front lines.
I remember.
I was there.
I'm the original Wigga.
I'm the original. No, they used to bus the poor kids to the suburbs, right? And then
and you were one of the poor kids, right?
No. I was in the suburbs.
You weren't?
I was at my grand had custody of me, so I was in the sub. I was in the,
up to like a little bit.
Yeah, I got up from heroin hideout to fucking Spring Valley, Vegas, which was like a suburb, just a regular suburb joint. But but Zori got busted, and she was like, failed a couple times. So she was 6 foot at in 4th grade, and she was just constantly telling me that my mom sucks Indian dick because I think my mom looked like a goddamn. She looked like an Indian. My mom was like black hair, black eyes, dark as fuck, and she'd be like, you got goddamn, your mom sucks fucking Indian dick, bub.
Your mom sucks Indian dick,
and she would just tell me this like all class. Like Miss Bartolo is up there fucking talking about the times tables, and I want to get a star next to the 7s that I'm trying to knock out today. I want to know all my 7s and get a good boy star. And then Zori's over here like already been through this class 3 times.
Your mom sucks Indian dick. Your mom sucks Indian dick.
Yeah,
and it's
that
not
comes
racist.
from somewhere.
Bro, it's not racist though. It almost isn't racist though because you're just using the word.
This is me. This is me like this for like the whole class. Is like trying to be until you get like this, until you get to the point where you're like doing this shit.
Oh yeah, you're like,
your arm gets tired and shit.
And Miss Bartolo just ain't calling on the kid, and my eyes started like I couldn't take any more. Indian dick sucks, and I was like, and I just got up, and then the whole class, because she was the bully, and so the whole class is like, yeah, Dusty, and I'm just like, and I just
that's an important part of the story. That's an important part of the story. That she's like a bully in general.
She was. Well, listen, Cliff. Like, you want to have an ending. You want to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that was an add-on. You just punched an innocent bitch.
Well, at the end, you want to have a build-up, and then everybody's like, "Oh, this guy's definitely an asshole," and then you calm them down with the class roaring.
Yeah, I beat up a girl, but it was the bully.
And high fives from other black kids that weren't assholes. They were like. Hey,
she's just frustrated, man. She's been trying to read for 3 years and she just can't get it.
I'm telling you, Zori wasn't playing that shit, and she'd steal everybody's shit. She'd steal everybody's fucking little pencil boxes and stickers, and little white girls fucking crying and shit.
She got 3 teardrops, one for each year of 6th grade.
Yeah.
3-time fucking
12 and a half
son.
in 4th grade. Going on 14.
Towing the teacher.
Yeah. Wow. Shout out McClip. There's McClip coming in with the landing. Hell yeah.
This guy you invited is freaking me out.
That's the dog. That's the boy Cliff. Keith.
Keith is the man, but Cliff, I promise you. Stand-up comedian, good dude. Definitely
outstanding good dude.
Definitely
stand-up comedian.
Silence of the Lambs.
And got good characters. Imagine what he can do with that look. He does it. He does good characters.
Hello, Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
mad scientists, mad trailer park scientists, fucking all types of good shit.
Yeah, this dude, he looks like he runs a meth lab out of a trailer, but also has like a fucking 4.0 GPA.
He's like the guy
that's accurate.
I mean, you're like the guy that they'd be like, didn't I see you in Breaking Bad? And you're like, no, I wasn't. Like, you look like you should have been in Breaking Bad. You should have been in there.
You ever seen New Jack City?
No, I haven't.
So it wouldn't work on you for you, but I'll work for Dust. He looks like when they were gonna make Pookie white, you know what I mean? But then they recast it as Chris Rock, you know what I mean? But he was gonna be the white Pookie.
That was gonna be white Pookie?
Yeah. Because you can look frazzled. He can make himself look frazzled and cracked out very easily.
Oh yeah, take my glasses off. That's it.
Yeah, mess the hair up a little bit, frazzle. You go from fucking business investor to fucking fiend.
Real quick.
Possible incest suspect. Possible meth/incest
product of incest.
Looking for my family on ancestry.com.
Yeah, ancestry.com. That's great. Is that your joke? Is it someone else's joke?
It's mine. Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
And I got the 24 in me too, just for whenever you want to find out your family tree is just one branch.
24 in me.
Cold-blooded.
That's the name of his first fucking twink carry porno.
Hey, that's a good one.
24 in me.
That's a good one.
Nah, ancestry.com. That's fucking hilarious.
24 in me. 24 in me. Yeah.
Well, 24 reminds me of Kobe for some reason. I know I'm gonna get into Kobe jokes, but
24. What was that? 2.4 seconds, right? It took for him to fall.
Well, I mean, tell me karma ain't real. He'd still be alive if he got convicted of that rape.
Yeah, he'd still be alive of what? If he packed a parachute? What'd you say?
No, if he got convicted of that rape.
Oh, that's true.
Jail would have saved him.
The one-time rape could have saved the rape. Listen, if we want to get one message out today, and it's sponsored by Keith and Dust and not me, is that sometimes rape saves lives.
This is
exactly.
You're gonna take anything away from this?
Ask Snopes. Is there a debate?
No, there's no debate.
Nope.
There's no
Pretty
debate.
one-sided on that one.
Well, you have McClip. We need
no
a debate. Now, McClip always puts "there's no debate" in the comment section, and then we say whatever we want, and then click it as if you just said it again. You know what I mean? It's like a funny bit we do over and over.
If you can be louder than everyone, you are technically right.
There's no debate.
There's no debate, and that applies to me sometimes. That's why I worked on myself a lot over the years.
Oh, bro, I'm a work in progress.
Yeah, you got a lot to go, Cliff. Okay,
I got a lot to go. You're not fucking lying, but I'm aware of more of it than most people.
I mean,
Joe Rogan, one of the worst parts too.
He's well, I have to look at I have to look in the mirror after I jerk off every day. That's enough for me.
You have to look in two mirrors for your gut, and a fucking you can use a fucking shaving mirror for your dick.
You gotta use a shaving mirror for your dick.
Bro, I can't even check my notifications after I jerk off. I'm afraid that shit leaks out somewhere, and like somebody's like, "Well,
don't you think do you ever look at the angles when you're jerking off and be like, who the fuck would watch this shit?
I'm a monster."
And then I'm looking at the porn that I'm looking at, and I go, well, you'd probably watch it, sicko.
Who hurt you? Like, how did we get here?
I love the first thing I type in is amateur, and then it goes to whatever other category I'm going to. Amateur.
That's all I ever want. But nothing's amateur anymore. That's the problem. Like back in the day, you could get like authentic where it feels that way, right? Feels amateur. But now almost everything, unless it's super creepy,
there's plenty. Let me tell you, there's plenty of amateur that's shot horribly, but you want what's in between. You want amateur.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The real innocence. Like, we're not good at this.
You're talking jailbait. We're talking jailbait, amateur.
Well, Keith is pretty young, though. Keith is younger than us. So, like, for him to go 18, 19,
Keith's talking
20.
like, listen, high school.
My girlfriend is 23.
Yeah. How old are you? 27? 27?
How old am I?
Yeah, 27, 28.
Oh, I'm 31.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
He's holding it down.
I'm 30 or 31.
Hey, listen.
Keith is the kind of guy that'll be like 50, but his girlfriend will still be 23.
27.
You know what I mean? Right. Because
what's my boy Matt McConaughey say?
That's what I love about college girls. I keep getting older and they stay trying to better themselves educationally. That's my little twist on it.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah.
But what is it though? What is it again though? They keep
they stay the same age.
Yeah, they stay the same age.
Older, but and imagine that. Imagine that wasn't even that long ago, and that dude went on to have a super successful career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and he's just telling the truth. I think that like no guy wants a girl that nobody looks at and wants to fuck.
Yeah, but the age thing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
the age thing,
and
is
especially
like,
as you get older, and especially if you have kids, like your whole thought process changes to that a lot.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Hey, listen, I jerk off to a lot of cougars and milfs, and I won't go to grannies. I don't do the grannies, but
I went there a couple times. I ain't gonna
did
lie.
you go to the grannies just to see what's good? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're hungry, and I like that. There's
like
a lot to be said about the hunger in the bedroom, and it can make up for a lot of notches down below. It can push the numbers up, dude. An eager beaver gets the tree. You know what I'm saying?
My guy, yeah, like early bird gets the worm, an eager beaver gets the fucking sound, I guess.
Apparently, it gets the tree.
It gets the tree.
Yeah, it gets the wood.
I was gonna say it gets the dick, but I mean the reference didn't really work there. You might as well say it gets the tree.
It gets the wood.
Peep this real quick. Did you guys see this video with the crossing guard in Maryland?
Maryland got crossing guards.
Yeah, in the white neighborhoods.
I grew up in a black neighborhood. No, I don't know what that is.
They just let that shit. They're like, I
grew up in every other neighborhood.
That gets rid of 17 a year. These fucking scumbags.
Crosswalk, they're fucking assholes too. Most of them were fucking dicks.
A lot of them are cunts.
A lot of them, they just push you along. They're like fucking they ain't paying attention.
Well, exactly, and that's kind of. I want you to watch this. Then, like, it's been heralded like fully as like, oh, the hero. Oh my god, the hero. Which in the long run, yes, that's somewhat true. But also, let's watch it. You guys tell me what you think.
But also, some of them are diehards that they live for this. Also,
that they live for what? To celebrate heroes.
They live to be crosswalk. They live for it.
You live long enough to watch yourself become the bad guy.
Like they saw, they're a superhero. They envision themselves like they saw so many kids get hit by cars that they're like, I'm gonna be super crosswalk lady.
Yeah. We need the crosswalk origin story skit.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? There should never be a what you said there. Eventually, or something becomes the hero, or the long story, or something.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. All right,
I fucked that up.
Yeah.
I fuck up every fucking other word on this fucking show. What do you want from me?
It's all good. It's all good, bro. We got this. All right, come on, watch.
Oh shit!
Wow. And took one for the team.
Yeah, and got hit too.
Damn.
Definitely hero shit. But then also, but this is what I also say, right? She listen to me. Peep game real quick. She waves the girl, right? And then for like 5-6 seconds or 2-3 seconds, without exaggeration, she's only looking at the girl and not making sure the car she directed to stop is stopping.
Right.
See that?
She doesn't
and
have
then at the last second.
Well, the car. The car's speeding like a motherfucker. It seems like too.
Yeah.
But why are you staring at the girl the whole time and not making sure the car's?
Well, the bottom line is, Cliff, from this video, this woman is going to get at least like a 90 piece of Vicodin, and she's going to have so many followers on her social media to talk about this every day. Come on now.
Yeah. The GI. See, this is G.I. Jane crosswalk. This is like the next story. You know how we had the origin story?
The militant crosswalk guard.
Yeah. No, definitely a hero in the long run, no matter how you cut it. I just feel like she should have had her eyes on the car a little bit.
Is it heroic to do your job?
Yeah. When your job could save a life, I think so.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
when the act is heroic, right?
I wouldn't go so far as to call this heroic.
It's not a dereliction of duty for sure.
Nothing, the kid might have got hit by a car.
Yeah,
that doesn't make it heroic, though.
That doesn't make it heroic. Are you doing
I'm not trying to
satire?
take anything away from it.
Are you doing satire now, Dust?
I'm not at all. I'm just saying, it's like, I'm actually, you're doing your fucking. That's in the job title.
It's like,
okay, we need to stop.
It's not in the job title. Bro, how did we flip on this? Where I was like, not giving her credit, and now you are both like, "Fuck this bitch." That's my job.
Well, I don't like it when people flippantly just throw the word hero around. Like,
I mean,
when you save a child from bodily harm, I think you could be labeled that.
I think maybe.
Well, that's like, what about every pedo? What about every pedo that doesn't pedo on a kid? Is he a hero?
And to some kid, yeah, probably.
Yeah. If
you
don't be like, oh, your uncle, but you're right though, right? You'd be like, oh, what do you mean, your uncle? Your uncle didn't put his fingers in your booty?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He's a hero. Now, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I'm just saying. I mean, it is what it is. It's just an observation. I mean,
it is your job as a fucking man or woman not to pedo. You know what I mean?
If you don't give a fuck,
you're just doing your job. So nope, we're circled back. Nope, not a hero.
We're cynical
just like this bitch. You ain't a hero, bitch. You heard Keith. You heard Dust. You ain't a hero, bitch.
I mean,
doing your job.
How much damage was really going to be done? What's the card doing? About 17?
Overpopulation.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of Biden's plan at this moment in America.
Biden was driving that car.
I don't know.
I can see. Look at zoom in, Cliff.
15 to 18.
You think about 15? I'm going to say 16 and a half.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Did she do a barrel roll? Did she do a cliff getting jumped
when I got jumped?
Being dramatic.
Look at, she did have like a little Euro step fucking off the ride.
Yeah. It was like a little, like she rolled with the car punch.
She rolled with the car punch. Yeah.
Letting it slide off that momentum, just let it glance off of it.
I got one more theory.
Okay.
I got one more theory.
All right.
To me, it looks like she's possibly trying to pull the kid in towards the end.
Oh,
like maybe that's why she didn't look well, because she was like, "This is a setup."
Oh.
And then when she realized the kid was going to be out the way in time, look, watch, Pete.
Classic.
Watch. She grabs the arms. She's like, "Get back here! Get back here! You need to get hit by this car."
Yep, my quota.
Look,
bro.
And then she gives up eventually.
Swoop.
And she gives up and gets clipped.
I got another theory.
Another theory?
Human shield theory.
Here goes. Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, so it's a human
no.
shield.
I got. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Human shield. He's saying human shield theory. That's possible too.
Or the theory. I mean, the other. Hear me out. Is that the little girl is actually the hero? She's too fat to move herself out of the way. The kid has already cleared the car, and she holds onto the girl to get pulled out of the way. She knows.
You know what? I think if you listen close, you could actually hear the kid say, "Hold on to me." What?
I'm saying.
That's it.
Hold on. You heard that?
Yeah. It's the transference of force. She boom. She saved the security guard.
Shit! This little girl's the hero. I think we figured this out.
She saved Helena from a certain fucking devastated broken hip. I mean, minimum.
You're right. I think this kid. I think we just came. We just came 5 circles to get to the real. Crux to this story.
That was a whole 1,200. His whole 1,200 degrees right there.
Come on, bro. Let's see. Let's look at it again. Look, she's like, "Come on, me. You ready? Grab onto me, you stupid bitch." Yep.
She was good. The girl was so good. She was already cleared.
I agree with that too. She was already cleared. Right? She swiped it. Watch this. She's like, beep beep.
Yeah.
And then she basically throws her. She whips her to the ground. Actually.
Yeah.
I think that they both losers. Who the fuck gets hit by a car doing 15 miles an hour?
Yeah, and then look at her. I mean, just taking a knee already. And why isn't this girl taking a knee if she gives a shit?
And then look at this bitch. This bitch was fucking double fisting 2 quarter-pounders. And that's why she fucking
capering it, crosswalking it.
Who are you talking about? Fucking Miss Grimace?
Yeah, the bitch that got out. Look.
Who are you talking about, Grimace?
Look at that. McDonald's wrapper on the floor.
Yeah.
Who you talking about? On the fucking shirt.
You talking about the Hamburglar?
Yeah.
You know that there's a box of hot fries spilled in that front seat.
Oh man, there's layers. She just picks them up randomly and fucking eats them. When she gets her bags of chips, she just pours them out on the fucking seats, dude.
Yeah.
She can't deal with bags.
Jesus, bro.
Look at her trying to come on.
See, it's classic big crosswalk guard stuff. Like, you know.
This is in the fucking fake hero handbook, dude. This is in the
I don't think I think she did a good thing right? Overall, you know, all jokes aside, this is that. But she ain't no fucking bro. She's like hero. Everyone's like hero, security guy, hero officer.
I'll tell you what,
like,
that was a fucking slow news day.
Yeah, definitely slow news day. Because this isn't very clear that it is a hero.
Yeah,
it's definitely not. And
They
that
got
little
this from
girl could have got hurt dragging this hippo out of the fucking. She could have her antics could have got that little girl killed.
No.
This video 4 years old.
That fat girl actually ended up
is it?
suing. That fat girl sued that woman sued the little girl and the crossing guard.
Oh, so all's right in the world.
Because on her way back to the car, she rolled her ankle. Did you read the story?
No. Did she really?
Did you read the story, Dust?
I did 2 times.
All right. Well, now, yeah.
No, I read that part. I read that
when
part.
she was on her way back, she fucking Play-Doh, fucking Play-Doh ankles.
How dare you?
You can't even see the bone. That's it. Okay, you gotta like stick 2 fingers in and like twist around to get to the fucking ankle bones.
Oh man, chiropractors hate her.
Oh, that bitch got fucking Achilles. That bitch got the whole fucking city of Troy's Achilles. Fucking
holy shit! She puts the car in cartilage.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, the car in cartilage. Jesus Christ, bro. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not going full blown fucking hero on that one.
You don't throw a parade for the people at McDonald's to make your food.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Have you
Listen,
seen?
you're a crossing guard. You get hit by
Speaking of
that
McDonald's, bro, have you seen 77?
77.
It's about the 1984 McDonald's serial killer. You seen it?
This is the most fat guy shit. This dude never brought up a serial killer documentary until it was about McDonald's.
It's fucking nuts, and I totally forgot about it. It happened in San Ysidro, next to the border of San Diego.
What's it called?
77, because it was 77 minutes of massacred motherfuckers eating Big Macs and shit.
Fucking Ronald McDonald's one of the biggest serial killers ever, man. Obesity, man.
I know.
We're fucking you.
No shit.
No doubt about that.
It's madness though. That documentary is madness because it has live. It's like all live footage. And
what is it on? Would you see it through? Like what kind of like what streaming joint or
Amazon? No,
Amazon Prime.
Was it Amazon? It was either Amazon or Tubi. I think it was free.
Tubi. All right, I gotta look at. My girl likes all that. I don't watch a lot of like murder, death, kill shit, but my wife is like fucking obsessed with that shit.
I get it secondhandedly.
Yeah, exactly. From your woman and shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, so let's check this out. This happened on the train recently. Let's try to really go through this. Is this racist? Is it not racist? How racist is it? It's being labeled as, just 100% racist, as most things are, even though there's overtones. But let's see.
Look straight. Look straight. Look straight. I'm gonna get arrested right now. Look straight. Don't look at me. Don't fucking look at me. I'm gonna get arrested tonight. Don't fucking look at me. Don't fucking look at me. Don't fucking look at me. I know it's not working. These fucking foreigners ain't taking over my fucking country. Why'd you kick those boys up? Why'd you
But look at the lady.
Aaron.
If you want to make this a real thing, why are you guys more special? Why are you more special now? Because they're 22, because they're 18 years old?
But look at the foreigner, first of all. Look how white this woman is.
Like she's from
where?
Yeah. Where's
the
she from?
Caucasus Mountains?
Oh yeah, she's definitely from the Caucasoid or whatever the fuck that shit is called. But look how white though. So this begs the question, right? You could call it xenophobia if you wanted to, right? But this dude's Dominican when I looked into it, right? And obviously not white. So
what's the altercation here? Like, what started it?
So what happened is I think the person might, because I mean I guess like. But it wouldn't be racism. It would be like fucking, more xenophobia, right? They call it or whatever the fuck they call that dumb shit.
I don't know. Sometimes people just get fucking mad at each other too.
Yeah, exactly. You can say foreigners without it being like fucking like they lost their job. They lost their job and all that. Peep this though.
Damn.
It said 2 racists attack immigrants on the train. That's how it's described.
Yeah, that's somebody just trying to get views on YouTube.
Following the Knicks Spurs game on January 10th, my brothers and I were taking the train from Penn Station. Upon entering the train, a group of 5 people kindly asked 2 kids if they could move seats so they could sit. The kids obliged, and then a couple got riled up about it. The couple drunk started talking about how the kids shouldn't have given up their seat, how the group of 5 was being entitled. Then the couple started saying, "Welcome to New York, first come, first serve. Welcome to America," he said. They said, "Welcome to New York," and he said, "First come, first serve. Welcome to America." I mean, I agree with that to a degree.
Yeah. How come he could have got up and gave the kids his seat?
And exactly, that's the point. That's where he's just being a douche, bro. Because if
he
they
had
agreed to get up, conversation over. You know what I
had
mean?
to pipe up and say that there's a problem with anything. Like,
conversation over. Conversation over. If you
that's like somebody fucking letting somebody borrow something, and then you getting pissed that you let them borrow it, it ain't fucking yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's like somebody or just somebody having something that you don't like. You're chiming in on something that has nothing
it's none
to
of
do
your
with
business. Period. It's none of your business.
It's usually what happens. Like if the white lady stands up and says something's racist.
Yeah,
like
and in this one, it's the white foreign lady getting yelled at.
You are special than that. Tell me why. So who are you to tell them to move their spots?
They act nicely though. This dude's just a douchebag.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
First come, first serve. This is what happened. This is what happened. No, first come, first serve. First come,
That guy's mad because his fucking Tinder date didn't work out that well.
Yeah.
Some
These
shit.
don't look like happy. They don't look like happy, fun people. I'll be honest.
Oh, they look like miserable fucks. These two, bro.
They look fucking.
His
They
body
look like they're
language
having a
says it all.
shitty life, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
Aloha.
What's
Salute,
good,
brother.
voices? What's good, my brother?
Aloha.
Yo, but yeah, bro, you can tell just miserable fucks, bro. Miserable fucks. I don't think it's racist though. I think he's just an asshole.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, there's no. I mean, how's it? There's no other races there.
People
love. I don't see
Everybody's the same race. I
racism.
don't understand how he's being racist. They're all
Wait,
the same
and even more so, he's Dominican and talking about a fucking, a white foreigner, not like a fucking, even a foreigner group that's usually looked at in any bad way. You know what I mean? Like just using an adjective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just bullshit, man. I mean, it's just clickbait, and that guy's
look
an
at that,
asshole.
It's not just clickbait. It's not just clickbait though, because it's framed this way, and it's allowed to be framed this way. These people it's actually being framed this way. And look, they both worked at Toyota and got fired after this racist incident was investigated. Both lost their fucking jobs, bro, just for being a little drunk on the train. Yeah,
that shouldn't have happened either. But I mean, who am I to fucking?
What's that?
I mean,
I don't want that guy to have a job. How about that?
Fair
maybe
enough.
he shouldn't. Maybe he shouldn't.
Fair enough.
But he shouldn't lose it for this. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe they were found out. Maybe they found out that he's fucking yelling epithets at the Toyotas.
Yeah.
You motherfucker! I can't believe this shit. You fucking foreign ass car.
Goddamn Japanese technology.
Yeah. Oriental technology. You watch your mouth.
He's putting gremlins in the fucking cars, man. That's what he's doing.
Jesus Christ, bro. All right, so Dust, what are you thinking? We're at 2:36. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm done. We done?
Thinking you're tired?
Yeah.
Think
2.5 hours long. That's a good amount.
Yeah, we didn't get to a few things. There'll probably be still another week of developments with the Freedom Envoy shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we can always wait for the next week of developments in regards to that. And then do that next week as one of our main topics, if that stays in the pop culture cycle, especially for the next week. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah, I'd say so. Unless anything else significant happens, they'll be using that as the backbone of what most of the news program is going to be centered towards.
Yeah, exactly. What we've been trying to do as of late is have one or two main kind of in the zeitgeist topics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then some bullshit videos to watch, the quick ones, the fucking, the crossing guard shit, the train shit, and then we're trying to get a couple other segments that we're going to try to figure out over time. It'll become more and more like a show.
Topically relevant. And also, in the lulls, you have videos like this and stuff to comment on.
Exactly. Quick random reaction ones too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal. You know,
and more people you come on and fucking hang with the show, man.
I love it, man.
I like this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna open it up to that more. I think, you know what I mean, for certain people, you know, I know we could rock for 20 minutes, half hour, as long as we rock, and it'll be good and it'll be fun. You know,
For some people, you kind of got to vet people.
Well, we got to have people that are entertaining and at least fucking comfortable.
What I mean? Yeah, that's the thing, bro. So like this in this day and age, right? There's a lot of people who get on camera now and get on microphone that really they're not really built for it, but they just see everyone do it and they like it, so they're like, I'm gonna do it now. Right. You know what I mean?
I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some people just aren't, as good. Some people are great on stage, but they're not great at this, or they're great at this and they're not great at this. And
absolutely. Like
conversationally
conversationally funny. This doesn't translate to stage.
It's a great time to buy used fucking podcast gear. It's a great time to buy microphones, camera, anything to do with podcasting, because everybody started a podcast and then
all those pandemic podcasts, right?
That's another wave. Oh man, you go on OfferUp, you can get Shure mics, you can get stands, dirt cheap.
Yeah, of course, bro, because you had a lot of those people. And listen, don't get me wrong. Like, if you are interested in something and you want to provide content and this and that, definitely do it. Definitely work to get better at it. But then there's just some people who just like, yo, bro, you shouldn't be on video. You shouldn't be talking. Just shut the fuck up and be a fan, motherfucker. What's
that adage? It's like everybody's got a song in their heart. I'm like, yeah, everybody does, but not some of them don't need to be heard.
Yeah. And what the internet has done, and TikTok is the one, bro. That's the main one, bro. That's made everybody think I could talk now. Just for some reason. Right? Why did no other app ever do that to regular people as much?
You know what's funny though? In China, they have TikTok too, but their algorithm doesn't favor any of the things that the American algorithm does. Like American algorithm will push people with stupid dances and shit like that.
Yeah, and they safeguard it. They safeguard it. They you can't be on. I think it's like 12 o'clock or something till like 5 a.m. It shuts down completely. Anybody young, what they do is like anybody who's young and on TikTok, instead of the dances and the fucking bra dancing and the fucking underage stuff. And the the fucking TikTok is pedo fucking central. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
well, I mean,
they gear science and
math
and like artsy shit to the youth more. So imagine we talk all this shit about China and we know they're fucked up, but they're trying to create.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're wanting to destabilize America, like
long game, bro.
I mean, at the end of the day, who won the war? You know what I mean?
It ain't over, buddy.
With China,
do I have to bring up Dub too? Do I need to bring up the rape of Nan? Do I need to bring up the rape of Nanking?
Yeah.
To let China know, don't make us come over there and do a rape of Nanking part 2.
Yeah, relax, bro. Relax. Like,
listen,
you're gonna get us murdered in the last 20. Bro, you gotta realize, bro.
Don't make me show up. These boys were.
Who runs the internet? Who runs the internet? You know what I mean? Let's just say his name is.
Who does run the internet?
Is Chan.
I think it's Bill Bradley.
Two people, and the name is Chan Rubenstein. All right, put it together.
Chad Rubenstein.
No, Chan Rubenstein. That's who runs the internet. Those two. You know what I mean? Those are the two you got to be the most careful with.
Chad, are you making this up?
Chan, Chan, Rubenstein. Yes, Chan Rubenstein. He's he was born in Israel, but he's half Chinese.
Oh no!
Damn.
Yeah, Chan Rubenstein.
You're telling me,
Chan?
You're telling me.
So they're called YouTube channels.
Half Chi-Com.
Yes.
Good at math and business, Dusty.
No fucking way, dude. That's an illegal. That's an illegal breed right there. Yeah. You can't have that. I'll tell you that right now. You can't have that. You need to knock that shit off, dude. You can't just be popping out fucking Israeli Chi-Com, dude. That's
you want to talk about like the fucking what would be like the top?
That's a cheat code.
Cheat code, bro. The top race of humans ever, bro.
Cheat code, bro.
Yeah. And then God. Yeah. All right, so I don't want to keep adding on to that.
Why not? It's fun.
Let's end the fucking show. All right, we already probably got 12 things in here.
It's just heating up. It's just heating up. Let's get her going.
All right, so We're going to get 3 wiggers on the way out. 1 for wigger number 1, Cliff Focus. 1 for wigger number 2.
Dose.
That's you, Dust.
Uncle Dust reporting from duty, sir.
It's okay, go back home.
And then 1 for my man, Keith Burr.
Ooh, hot dog, boys.
All right, so
this here was a good one.
We're going to wrap it up for now. We got to most of the topics. The first like 35 minutes was like a, like a debate. It was almost like a BLM debate or something.
It's fun.
No, but she's not BLM. She works with separate organization. She seems to be fucking smart as fuck, level-headed. I respect whatever angle she's coming from. So check her out, Queen Blizzy at Ty. Was it Ty Blizzy? What was it? Ty Blizzy on Instagram, bro?
I think so.
I think it was at Ty Blizzy on Instagram. But either way, Queen Blizzy at Ty Blizzy, I believe. Yes, Ty Blizzy for sure.
BLIZZY.
Yeah, in the long run, it was a good conversation. People might not agree on everything. I probably agree with her on 65-70% of what she thinks. Just might not agree on every angle that would be best to achieve some of those things. But it's always love.
If somebody has a conversation that no one finds offensive, then it's not a conversation worth having.
It's a fact. I agree with that as well. All right, so we're going to wrap it up for now. Much love. Join us every Wednesday at 9:30. If you have any ideas, any feedback for the show, hit me on Instagram. Hit Dust on Instagram. Go follow Keith Burr on Instagram. It's at Keith Burr Comedy. And much love to everyone out there.
Dusty, Cliff, appreciate you guys.
Deuces.
All right.